shadow of death takes a look at his life and realizes he's pretty base. Cause he's been shredded like King Kong for long, dad. Even the whole shit is past. But he never kicked an ass that didn't deserve it. He be treated like a buck, you know that's unheard of. He's the kind of G that dudes wanna be like and the ladies wanna get with. That's right, that's right. The name's Jermaine. What else can I say? Everyone wants to spend their lives living in a Jermaine paradise. Everyone wants to spend their lives living in a Jermaine paradise. Get one and then spend their lives living in a Jermaine paradise. Get one and then spend their lives living in a Jermaine paradise. Jermaine first, not second or third. By storm, that's how I take the world. Self-development is the key to my greatness. Mentally, I'm the freshest to fit it. You know that's my middle name, don't get it wrong. I got that motivation that keeps me going strong. If you say me, you know that I never twitch now. Let me state it just like they did. The Matrix, the Matrix, the Matrix is my bitch. The Matrix, the Matrix, the Matrix is my bitch. I see through it like Superman when it's heat vision, and I hit everything with superhuman precision. Everyone wants to spend their lives living in a Jermaine paradise. Everyone wants to spend their lives living in a Jermaine paradise. K-Pop and they spend their lives living in a Jermaine paradise. K-Pop and they spend their lives living in a Jermaine paradise. I'm the best of Canada, I'm eager to the beta. Got a Bugatti that breathes fire and building an empire up. The muscle of the street, I do the type of shit that niggas can only dream of. You know I'm the best, and I ain't bragging. I make a muscle winner, but then a second and they recognize I'm the original Red Bill Dragon. Like a 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 Red Bill Dragon. I'm a fucking assassin, bitch. Know what I'm saying? I'm a fucking assassin. I'm a fucking assassin. Like a Red Bill Dragon. 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 Everyone wants to spend their lives living in a Jermaine paradise. Everyone wants to spend their lives living in a Jermaine paradise. They want and they spend their lives living in a Jermaine paradise. They want and they spend their lives living in a Jermaine paradise.
Tell me, why are you so blind? You see that Jermaine is a straight up G.
Tell me, why are you so blind to see that Jermaine is a straight up G? Everyone wants to spend their life living in a Jermaine paradise. Need one to spend their life living in a Jermaine paradise. I'm the best of Canada, I'm the judges of beta. Got a Bugatti to breathe fire when I'm building an empire. The muscle of the street, I do the type of shit that niggas can only dream of. You know I'm the best, and I ain't bragging. I make a muscle window within a second and
Jermaine is a real G. Yo, shout out to Pinocchio's Helicopter, man. Shout out to my boy for, giving us that great intro. Shout out. If you want to hear more, you can go and check out Pinocchio's Helicopter. He's cooking over there, man. He's cooking.
This is a
So like I said, right? I wanted music in the background of my videos, and I mean, I had a music that I could play, but he started giving me copyrighted, right? And I'm like, I want to find something, and I just knew I wanted to find something, and I let it go. And look at it, the Lord has provided us with music to play in our videos in the background, and not only that. I DM a big artist, right? In my view, he's a big artist. I DM him like, bro, can I stream your music in my live stream when I go live? And he give us the okay. So not only did we get Pinocchio's Helicopter, we got a surprise guest music artist coming in, man. We're gonna leave that for later. Big announcement alerted, right? And if you want to know who it is, stick around for the stream. Stick around, man. It's gonna be crazy because I like his music. It's really good music. I think you guys will appreciate it too, right? So surprise coming up, right? So it's Sunday. Welcome to the live stream, right? We have a couple of videos that we have a couple of videos that we're gonna talk about. We're gonna respond to. We may not respond to all of them because I want to know what you guys have to say about them, right? Because I'm watching them, I'm like, I really don't know, right? Until the way I've been made for me to know, I just let it go, right? And that's me not leaning on my own understanding. That's me leaving space for the light to come in and work its magic, right? That's me leaving space, allowing not my own understanding to take over and be biased and to be, what do you call it? Looking in the darkness for answers, right? Because looking in the darkness for answers is crazy. It's crazy. It will tell you things to do and you will do it and you'll find yourself worse stuff than how you wanted it to be, right? So I kind of leave that life behind, leave that life behind because it's not good. It's nothing good ever comes from it, right? What is today's title of my video? Let me check because I wrote it down. Which is better, being a thought watcher or being a thought catcher, right? That's kind of crazy. Which is better? Which is better? Thought watcher or the thought catcher? Amazing. Well, let me know what you guys think, right?
Pinocchio's helicopter is not responsible for your actions. P.S. Don't do drugs. Oh, sorry, that was the wrong script. I'll start over again. This is a public service announcement brought to you by Pinocchio's helicopter.
We got a video today. We got a couple of videos, actually. Not one. Not even couple. We got videos, right? Charlie Kirk assassination, bringing people back to Christ, right? How can a man assassination bring you back to Christ? But I guess we're gonna find out. Right?
And he is going to kill you.
I'll put you in a headlock, I'll drown you in the rain.
So this is on Instagram. Real Trumpicon or the Cause Chris will knock you down. Don't mess with Chris. So they're saying CNN Pamela Brown to release an antichrist hit piece that uses the assassination of Charlie Kirk that highlight to raise of Christian nationalism in the United States.
Well, for the past several months, I've been working on a special project examining the growing influence of Christian nationalism in America. If you're not familiar, Christian nationalism is an ideology rooted in the belief that our country was founded as a Christian nation and that our laws and institutions should reflect Christian values. In the lead up to my hour-long documentary this weekend, we're going to bring you a preview of what you'll see, starting off with the assassination of Charlie Kirk last year. Experts say it was a pivotal moment for the movement and an occasion where the tragedy of his loss unified Christian nationalists and the Trump administration as they honored him. September 21st, 2025.
America is a nation in grief, a nation in shock, and a nation in mourning. Charles James Kirk was heinously murdered.
That young man, I forgive him.
Charlie Kirk, a conservative activist and prominent Christian nationalist, was assassinated. It became a rallying call for those who believed in his message.
Our greatest evangelist for American liberty became immortal.
And it was a call to action.
My charge to all of you, put Christ at the center of your life as he advocated for giving his.
Right, so listen what's his name again? Pete X said, right? He said, listen, put Christ at the center of your life. But the report says Charlie Kirk assassination bringing back people to Christ. So you really put in Charlie Kirk ahead of Christ. Is Christ even ahead of Charlie Kirk in your mind? I don't know if it's a misleading headline or whatever, but it's just weird, right? That's a weird thing to say, right?
Memorial service was one of the most potent examples of this shift in our culture that we're experiencing right now, where a large segment of American Christians are being activated by these ideas, radicalized by these ideas that say that they are the persecuted ones and that they need to stand up for Christians' rights.
Well, for the past
I mean, listen, I won't say what I think yet, right? But there's another news report. Right? There's another news report, and this is from Friends on Fox Weekend, right? All right, how long is this video? 4 minutes. It's saying people are finding their way back to church. Gen Z embracing faith as more young people returning to religion, right? More people are returning to religion. So let's see.
With Christmas quickly approaching and everyone scrambling to bake cookies for Santa, let's take a moment to remember the real reason for the season. One bright spot from this year was seeing members of Gen Z recommit to faith and religion. I have a few of them who are joining me now. Catholic influencer Emily Torres, along with political activist CJ Pearson. So great to have you both on. Emily, I'm going to start with you. You are a convert to Catholicism. Why did you decide to convert to Catholicism?
Yeah, that's a great question. So when I was 17, in the midst of COVID, I was living in California. So all of the churches were, of course, shut down. And that led me to becoming a lot more active online in Christian circles. And ultimately, I realized through a lot of study into history and philosophy and theology that Jesus Christ really did establish the Catholic Church 2,000 years ago. And in the Catholic Church was the fulfillment of all the goodness, beauty, and truth that I was searching for throughout my teenage years.
Yeah, that story is very familiar. People reading about the early church fathers and going, oh, I want to become Catholic. CJ, talk to me about your faith journey and specifically why so many young men in your generation are turning to faith, more so than the women.
Well, first and foremost, Rachel, thank you so much for having me. I've got to tell you, being here in Phoenix, Arizona right now, I don't believe in coincidences. I think that the life that folks like Charlie Kirk led not only led to a revival of folks that are getting off the sidelines on the front lines to fight for America politically, but also religiously. We're seeing young men who are refusing to believe in the left's lies that we should resent loving our God, loving our country, and wanting to build and support strong families. And so I think that is a continuation of the incredible legacy that Charlie Kirk led, and we're going to continue to keep it vibrant. For me, I grew up in the church, going to church every single Sunday, every single Wednesday, and I think that after his passing,
Listen, I do love Charlie Kirk, but I just think this is too crazy, right? Too crazy that you're not worshiping God, you're really worshiping a man. But let's continue.
Tragic assassination. His life only brought me closer to God, because I realized that the salvation that we're looking for is not going to be found in any man. It's only going to be found in the person up above.
Here's Pope Leo addressing young people back in August. Listen to this.
I want to go back.
We're going to continue to keep it vibrant. For me, I grew up in the church, going to church every single Sunday, every single Wednesday, and I think that after his passing, after his tragic assassination, his life only brought me closer to God, because I realized that the salvation that we're looking for is not going to be found in any man. It's only going to be found in the person up above.
So is he saying, listen, because I see the tragic death of Charlie Kirk and he was a man of God, right? You only bring me closer to God because when I die, is it fear that led you to God? I don't know. Maybe I'd have to interview this guy personally and dig deep in there to see what's happening, right? But it's, because of the death of that man, and you shouldn't worship a man. The only person that can save you is the God above, right? I don't know. We'll have to see, right?
Pope Leo addressing young people back in August. Listen to this.
The Lord himself gathers us together to form community, not just any community, but a community of believers who support one another. How much the future needs men and women who are witnesses of hope. Dear young people, this is the task that the risen Lord entrusts to each one of us.
The Pope talks about community, and you've started a podcast for converts. But at the same time, so much of what I am seeing, because I have kids that are around your guys' age, I'm seeing just a disillusionment with technology, with sort of this virtual world, and people really wanting to be rooted in something that has meaning and has history. What are your thoughts?
It is so low, but it's so high, right? At the same time. Yeah, that should be good. Maybe it was at the same place, actually.
Thoughts, Emily, on that, and I'll get to CJ right after.
Yeah, I
what was
think
the question?
that our generation
Let's go.
This virtual world, and people really wanting to be rooted in something that has meaning and has history. What are your thoughts, Emily, on that? And I'll get to CJ right after.
Yeah, I think that our generation is waking up and realizing that the previous generations were fed this lie that religion is this outdated, antiquated institution that is not necessary to live a good, fulfilled, free life. And we've played that experiment out to the end, and what we found is that there's higher rates of depression, higher rates of suicide, higher rates of addiction. People on average have feelings of more isolation and loneliness. And we realized that the community that you find in religion, in the church, in God, cannot be replaced by modern medicine, technology, or science.
CJ, I'm so sorry.
I mean, listen, you put God first, he will take away all your burdens for you. He said, his yoke is easy, take on his yoke. So I can agree that people, that doesn't have God in their life or put God first, they're miserable, they're depressed, they're mentally ill. They think they're born a woman, they think they're a girl, they're born they born a woman, they think they're a man. They born a man, they think they're a woman, right? They have this mental illness of the mind, right? Which is just some idea that how the poison of the mind can deceive you, right? And that's a person that have eaten from the tree of good and evil, right? Just like Adam and Eve, right? They're crazy.
Ran out of time on this, but I know that you're doing all kinds of good work out there. You're online. People can follow you, CJ, and of course, Emily. People can go to your podcast for Catholic converts. Appreciate you both joining. You give us so much hope for the future. You guys are figuring it all out much younger than we did. Thanks so much for joining us.
I'm Steve Doocy.
Amazing, right? Amazing. So, regarding all of that, right? Regarding all of that, Gen Z embracing faith and more young people are returning to religion, right? We got Michael Knowles, you know, he break it down even more better, right? We want to hear what Michael Knowles have to say. And this is a clip from the Jesse Lee Peterson show that we're going to play, right? This is from JLP because I couldn't find the clip, so I know it's on the JLP show, so we're about to hear from Jesse, the one of the greatest.
Yesterday that a lot of it's being reported that a lot of Generation Z men and upper middle class Americans are returning to faith. I wonder why they call it faith. They're returning to faith. And yesterday I mentioned that, and I'm saying, I mentioned that, and I was wondering why, but Michael explained why on Fox and Friends. Watch this.
Interesting.
As St. Augustine says, a man's heart is never at peace until it finds its rest in God. So the new atheists tried to take everybody away from religion for about 20 years, but ultimately they've failed. Their answers were found lacking, and young people want the truth. And not only that, but they're looking around and they're realizing that society sure seemed to work a lot better when everybody believed in God.
Yeah, so when you look at the data, it is quite interesting. You see the people with college degrees, they're being impacted about that. People that are in Gen Z, but you also see it with young men as well.
Yes, I think the college degrees part is what's really messing with people's heads, because there's this caricature that the religious people are kind of dumb, you know, and all the smart people are atheists. Of course, nothing could be further from the truth. Throughout history, the most intelligent and educated people almost universally have believed in God.
Amazing. I mean, listen, would I rather have people returning to Christianity? Would I rather that? Even though, you know, Christianity has their problems, right? It has their problems. But it might be better than what's happening right now, right? And it's definitely better than what I'm about to show you. Would I rather have Christianity? Of course. Right? That's what this country was built on, right? The West, right? So I want to show you a video of New York City, and you guys have a mayor, Mamdani, right? Zoran Mamdani, right? The Nate Friedman Show. This is Nate in New York City, Times Square. Ramadan has started. And the Muslims are here to put on a show for you, because that's all it is, a show. The Muslim wants to give you a show, right? God says, don't be like the Pharisees, don't be like the whatever you call them, I forgot. Don't be like them, right? That prays in public, gathers in crowds, just to perform for you, showcase personality, to to be seen by men or to be seen by males, but how you should pray is go into your closet, shut your door, and pray to the Father. The Father sees what you do in private, right? Don't be like them. But this is them, right? This is how you pray to God, apparently.
Tell me about what's going on here today.
So today we do this every year, and it is called Tarawih in Times Square. So Ramadan has entered for the Muslims, and Tarawih is a prayer that we pray every night. And so today the main purpose is just to show everyone what that looks like, to show people and teach people what Islam really is about, what the Quran actually says, rather than the things that are being shown left and right in the media and whatever have you.
Yes.
So it's about clarity, it's about building a community and things of that nature.
And have you organized it personally? Are you with a company?
The organizer is my brother.
Who's seen those videos where they're like, oh my God, the Muslims are taking over New York City? You seen those? You seen those? Let them know that we are taking over New York City.
One of the
amazing, right? I don't know. God has nothing to do with that, right?
misconceptions that is very common is that it's a religion of violence.
Yes.
And that its followers are people of violence, when actually the Quran talks about mercy repeatedly, far more than any book and revelation prior.
I don't speak Arabic, so when I'm reading on thequran.com, there's 10 translations. One says one thing, one says another one. One of them is like, if your wife is disobeying you, you can strike her lightly or beat her. Is it strike her lightly? Is it beat her? What context is there? Because I imagine that you don't support that.
No. Okay. So let me explain to you what that is. Are you married?
I'm not.
Okay. You have a girlfriend?
I hope to be one day.
You have a girlfriend?
I don't.
Okay. So when it says you can beat your wife or you can strike your husband, strike your wife lightly. First of all, it's not something that puts the woman down or things of that nature. And it's the harm. If harm is supposed to come from it, right? Let me give you an example. Hold on.
Yeah.
I want to make it very clear.
Absolutely.
Give me a sec.
Absolutely.
Give me a sec.
Yes.
There's a saying, what Allah would have them guard, but those wives from who you fear arrogance, first advise them. Then if they priestess forsake them in bed and finally strike them. I don't even know what that means.
So something in Islam is that we are not allowed to strike one another in the face. Okay. And when it does say the word that is used in Arabic, right? Yeah. In context, it makes no sense. If we are not allowed to bring bodily harm to someone, then in what sense does it make for me to be able to discipline my wife from a place of harming my wife?
Right.
It doesn't make any sense.
So why does it write it then? Because I'm saying basically, my understanding is that Muslims follow the Quran. And if the Quran says it's okay to beat up your wife, then I don't know.
It doesn't say to beat up your wife. What it says is, I'll give you an example.
Yes, please.
Literally,
please.
This is what it's saying.
Yes.
As the final resort. Okay. Because when you say the hitting portion.
Yes.
It's, I believe, the third course of action after two far lighter things, right?
Correct.
Now imagine this is the final one.
Yes.
Like a friendly tap, like, yo, check yourself a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
And then if this is the worst, if this is the worst that is said to discipline someone, for lack of better words, then what can you say about a religion like that?
Allah. That's why we're asking you, buddy. That's why Nate is out here asking you. Listen, the Muslim, they're allowed to lie to you, they're allowed to deceive you, they're allowed to do everything to convince you, right? That's their book, deception. And guess who live in deception? The devil himself, right? The devil himself lives by deception. Or by deceiving people, right? Sounds like a female to me, because that's what females do. That's what they do, right? But regarding that, all of that, whatever. New York wants this, the West wants this, so who am I out here to tell them not to do it, right? I would just advise you not to, because, listen, these are your enemies. And listen, they think you're the enemy. So let me paint this picture real quick so you understand, right? Americans, the West, you can love the Muslims, you can love them as much as you want to, right? And allowing them, by saying you love them, you're allowing them to come in your country, and you're allowing them to live with you, and you're allowing them to be your neighbor, right? And this is not all. I can't say it's all, but it might be most, right? And if they're Muslim and they believe in Allah, I think they're your enemy. I definitely think they're your enemy, right? That's just that's just what I think, right? So you allow them in your neighborhood, in your backyard, in your home, but guess what? They don't love you because they blame you for their problems. And a person that is evicted is a dangerous person, right? Because they will switch on you like this, right? They'll be nice to you until you disagree with them, and then, but they switch on you, right? And when they switch on you, you're gonna see who they truly are, right? And that's people in general. But I'm telling you, because the Muslims, they say you're the enemy, but they don't realize that the enemy is within them. The enemy is within them, telling them you are their enemy. Right? And you can sit there and say, oh, but you just said the Muslims are your enemy. Yes. You, the West, the white man, the black people that live here, you could have love. Show them love, right? But the love that you show them, they're going to take it for weakness, right? And that's what we're seeing here. They're taking your diversity and show you that it's your weakness, and they're using it against you. They're dominating power in Times Square because really you're free to practice your religion, right? You're free to do it. And they're out here praying and taking over the streets because religion is allowed to practice, the point of free speech, right? So they're using it against you when they have no regards for you because they don't care. They're showing you that they're here to take over, right? And I wish I had the video where yeah, you did say in this video that they're here to take over, right? And I'm like, crazy, right? Whatever. It's amazing to see, right? Diversity. And this is from, let me read the title first. Diversity was a restraint. Rise of forced marriages in NSW, but who voted for this type of government? Who voted this type of government in? Right, that's what I put, right? And this is from Sky News in Australia. This is Australia, right?
Whoever said diversity.
This is this is diversity. You know what the females are, right? They're like, oh, let's include everyone. Everyone is included. Let's give everyone a voice. Right? And you feminize your country, and now you're out here crying over it. But let's hear what Sky News have to say, right?
Whoever said diversity was our strength. The Daily Telegraph is reporting 14 children in New South Wales have been subjected to suspected forced marriages in the past financial year. Now, some of these are claims of unofficial ceremonies conducted by Islamic clerics in backyards. The Sunday Telegraph has obtained exclusive data under Freedom of Information laws. It found underage forced marriages in New South Wales reported to the Department of Communities and Justice Child Protection Hotline between 2024 to 25 have almost doubled in the past financial year. There have been 117 reports recorded since 2018-19. Last year, 14 children were suspected of being forced to marry, up from 8 the financial year prior. And yet, we are supposed to believe that multiculturalism is working. Now, we have imported these problems into the country. A government source told the paper they were aware of some Islamic-only marriages conducted by Muslim celebrants, mostly in the western suburbs of Sydney, which are not legally registered. They said, I feel confident in saying that there are a small number of weddings organised by a girl's family taking place in parts of Sydney within hardline conservative Islamic communities. There are many marriages.
So it's Islam community, like different families that come together and arrange these marriages, right? From understanding, right?
That wouldn't come up on the government's radar because they're not official marriages and they are not registered. This, of course, makes it harder for authorities to investigate as it's heavily underreported. So, how many more are there? And the reality is, we don't know. We don't know how far spread this is. These figures pertain to New South Wales, so who's to say it's not happening elsewhere in the country? Now, this is child abuse, and many of these young girls would be terrified to even speak out. And this is not new, especially in Sydney. It's just gotten worse. This was in 2017.
This child is just 14 years old and is about to be married to a man 20 years her senior. In a tiny room hidden at the back of a suburban mosque, this shy teenager, dressed in a light blue headscarf, sits anxiously. She's known the man she's about to marry for just a few days.
Same here.
The groom has paid for the underage girl, handing over a $1,480 gold necklace in exchange for his bride. While the girl's mother watches on, she's given her full blessing.
Now imagine how terrible...
Listen, you guys can sit here and complain about it. Listen, I'm just gonna laugh about it because you guys are you guys won. You guys voted in this government that put in these laws for you, right? I'm just not surprised, right?
Horrified that child would have been. And Mum gives the blessing, seemingly under the banner of Islam. The latest AFP national data shows there were 118 reports of forced marriage in the 2024 to 25 financial year in Australia. That's up from 91 reports from the previous financial year. Not just in backyards, but being forcibly taken overseas to get married and then come back. And once again, there's a common denominator in all of this: immigration. If this is not yet another rallying cry to fix what is a broken system, then I don't know what is. We cannot bring people into this country whose values and cultures are incompatible with our own. New Liberal leader Angus Taylor said today that he doesn't want a discriminatory immigration policy, and that goes the same for successive governments. That's always been the case.
Amazing.
But I think that this is exactly what we need. And that includes people whose cultures have sects of radical Islam. And that's not being racist.
It's funny that it takes this for people to be able to, I wouldn't even say wake up, just to react to the problems that they're having right now, right? Australia is a feminist country, right? So feminist that it's so far left. And the males, they're so weak that they, because they need a woman, they have to bend to the woman's will, right? And this is the outcome. Anytime you listen to the woman, you shall suffer for it. You shall suffer. And we're witnessing right now, right?
It's about identifying the key threats. Just last year, a Muslim cleric in Western Sydney pushed for Sharia law in Australia.
We forget that there is a Sharia of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala waiting to be established. We forget that every single day that we live without the Sharia of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are being dishonored. We are being belittled. The blood of the Muslims have become cheap.
This is a victim. This is a victim. And a victim is a murderer. And a victim is of evil. They will do anything necessary for their outcome. In the darkness, looking for answers. And the devil give you the answers. What a mess.
We got a glimpse this week of Muslim men at Monday's anti-Israel and anti-Australia rally when they defied a move-on notice and got on the ground and started praying. They knew exactly what they were doing. And in my opinion, that was a weaponisation of religion. Yet Labor has kept the welcome mat firmly open. It granted 3,000 visitor visas to Gazans with little to no security checks. It welcomed back the ISIS brides, and guess what? The brides are back for more. ISIS brides still being held in northern Syria have applied for Australian passports in an effort to return home. At least 10 women and children who are in Syrian camps have lodged applications. So clearly the jihadi romance didn't quite turn out as expected. But who are we letting in? And who have we let in? And
radicalized children that were thought that you're the enemy. And what's the word they use? They use a word for the people in the West. I forgot what it is, right? Which is crazy.
Just on those reports of forced Islamic marriages, I have to ask, where are the so-called feminists? The same men-hating left who champion the Me Too movement? Where are they now?
Amazing.
What are their thoughts on the way some Muslim men treat and oppress underage girls?
They're okay with it. They're okay with it, right? These men, this leftist man, they were pandering to women so they can get a woman. And the women like it. They hate it and they love it at the same time. And now it's disastrous for them, which is crazy.
The misogyny that exists in parts of Islam is astounding. Where is our Australian of the Year, Grace Tame? I mean, she's been silent on the plight of Jewish women and the rape of Jewish women. What about backyard marriages? Is that something she cares to comment on? Or is she too busy disgracing herself from Gadigal to Gaza? The brave feminist warriors love to rail all sorts of trivial nonsense, but not issues like child marriage and mass rape of Jews. There are reports of around 85 Sharia councils operating in Britain. Let this be a warning to us. Diversity is not our strength.
Amazing. Listen, man, there's really not much to say about it, right? And since we're on the topic of evil and how evil comes through the earth and all that great stuff, right? All that great stuff. Right? You're in the darkness looking for answers, right? Which is off the mind. Right? We have a coach dating females, right? I don't know why people listen to females coaching dating females, right? I don't know why, but for some reason they do. And you will suffer for it. You're gonna suffer for it. I can't even tell you how much you're gonna suffer for it. But I want to show you evil. I want to show you evil and how evil comes in all forms, shape, and sizes. Especially when they are beautiful. They show beauty on the outside, but they are vipers and killers on the inside. A setup for you to judge, right? So this girl only dates man who makes $100,000 a month, right? This is this female, right? And I don't know if she's giving dating advice, but we're gonna find out, right? She's out here giving dating advice. I'm assuming, which I shouldn't, but I think that's the case, right?
Tell me why you should never date a man that makes less than you.
Why should you never date a man that makes less than you? Why should you never do that, right? She's going to explain to us, right?
Your words in that clip.
I wouldn't date a man that makes less than $100,000 a month.
Yeah.
Amazing, right?
So the reason why you would never want to date a man that makes less money than you is because if he does make less money than you are not going to fully trust him to lead you.
This is a woman that hates males, right? This is a woman that hates males. Why would you want to be with a woman that hates males, right? That's crazy.
Because a man needs to be better than you in every aspect. Like whenever God made men, they made them first and he made them as providers. If you are making more money than your partner, you are now the provider, right? And so you never want to date a man that makes less money than you, because if they make less money than you, chances are they're probably less disciplined, they're less motivated, and what's going to happen is they're going to end up dragging you down with them to their level of making less money. So
this is a woman that, she's not even a woman, right? This is a female that went to school, got educated, and was told lies, right? She was told lies, right? Now she thinks because she makes more money and she has a college degree or whatever, right? She thinks she's better than a male. right? She thinks she's better than a male, which is interesting, right?
The reason why I say you should never date a man, or I wouldn't date a man that made less than $100,000 a month, is because I need that man to make more than me, right? That's my standard that I set for myself.
Tell me why.
So that's the standard I set for myself, right? Which is crazy because she's telling you, listen, you have to do this to be with me, right? You have to make this much to be with me. And if you don't make this much, I'm going to judge you. You're below me, okay? This is an evil woman. This is an evil woman. And you guys are out here taking dating advice from an evil woman, right? That has no love. She has not one drop of love inside of her, right? None whatsoever, right? And because she was given the role to be a wife, be a mother, take care of the household. But she hates man so much, she hates weak man, right? And I don't know the dynamic of her childhood growing up, right? But she hates man so much, she became the man she hates. She became the man she hates, right? And it's ridiculous to see, right? And that's why I'm telling you, why would you be with a woman that hates men? No matter how much money you make, no matter how you try to please her, it will never be enough, and she will destroy you. She's gonna destroy you. And you think she only hates man? You think she hates man? I'm gonna show you a clip of her here. Here again, she's judging everyone, thinking she's better, right? Here's another clip of her. She just doesn't judge man, right? She judge her family, she judge her friends, right? She's better than all of you. What a mess, right?
Really hard to be friends with people that are not in the same tax bracket, and not even in a bratty way, but in like a, if I want to do something, I don't want to have to like think about it, you know. But it's like with friends that are in the same tax bracket, you both don't have to think. You both just go. You both just do.
Like imagine if I work a 9-to-5 job and you're like, baby, I want to go shopping, and I'm like, oh babe, I finished my shift at 5, so and you're like, what?
This is a crazy bitch. This is a crazy bitch. I don't know if they're doing it for views and attention, right? I don't know. But this is a crazy bitch, right? She judge her family, she judge her friends, she judge whoever who doesn't make enough money than her, right? And the people that makes more money than her, she just gonna use them for her own selfish reason, right? And she's like, I want to do this, I want to do that, and people can't do it that are around me, right? She's only for herself and how people around her can make her feel. She just wants to feel good about herself, right? That's just crazy.
Like you're gonna be like, what the fuck, and I'm gonna be like, you're so out of touch.
Right, exactly. Two totally different realities because you're in two different tax brackets. So that's why it's so hard to be friends with people that aren't in the same one.
Yeah, a lot of things you can't relate to. Like you'll be like, this happened, this webinar, and it's like, I only made $300,000, and they're gonna be looking at you like, I don't even
You
make
should be grateful.
$300,000 a year.
Yeah. You should be so grateful. No, I'm pissed. I'm upset.
And you're gonna look like a brat.
Yeah. You want to have friends that are like, okay, good job. What's the next target? Like, how can we make more? How it's really hard to be.
These people are they're lost. They're lost. They think money is everything, and yet they want to bring up God. God, listen. God says, "You shall not have or put no God above me." And if you do that, you're not worthy of me. But yet she's up here talking about God created man to be provider and all of that. See, but yet she hates man at the same time. Yes, she's judged people that don't make enough money than her, make enough money as her. And she puts them down just so she can feel better about herself. This is an evil person. This is an evil person if I've ever seen one before. Because especially she's a woman. She can't help but judge, right? She's judgmental. And Satan is her daddy. So I wish her well, and any male that end up marrying her, be in a relationship with her, she will destroy them. She will 100% destroy them. But I wish them well, right? She's a mess. She's a mess. It's like, what's that story in the Bible? God said, King Solomon's like, Lord, what should I do? I'll do anything to follow you. He says, give away your gold, give away your property, sell it. Right? Because what I offer you is so much more. Silver and gold and all of these things will vanish away with the world. but what I'm giving you will last forever, right? They're busy chasing that, and there's no God in them. So that's why they're lost, right? They're lost. And they think they're better. Right? What a mess, right? What a mess. But, you know, and we're still on the topic of females, because Dr. Cheyenne explained why she believes men are more serious about relationships and stand firmly on their values, while some women, she called them women, but I call them females, focus more on financial performance, right? I meet better men nowadays than females. She said women, but I'm gonna say females, right? Because a woman is different from a female, right?
Who's more delusional, right?
So, can we open this up? Oh yeah, we can open this one up.
Who's more delusional right now, men or women?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Women, y'all know I stand on a mountaintop for you, especially black women. But I gotta say this.
Why does she have to even say that, right?
I meet better men nowadays than I meet women.
Wow.
And that's just the truth. There are so many men nowadays who are ready to be married, who are ready to be family men, who are standing on principles, who are, you know, really into and relational with the women that they're dating.
Right.
And I meet a lot of women who want to play the field, who want to be, you know, more of we have womanizers, but we do have women who are manizers. And when you start to look at women who want a man to just perform.
Womanizer, man wiser, whatever she said. They have no love. That it's just hatred, right? They realize they can't find love, which is a setup. They can't find love, so to feel good about themselves, they use each other. And even if you're not a womanizer and you're looking for marriage and you want to settle down, it's the same thing. Same thing. There's really no difference, right?
Right? Which goes into the same field as gold digging. That's a woman who is considered a manizer. And unfortunately, I meet a lot more, you know, men who are like, Doc, I'm ready to get married, or, you know, I'm ready for the next step. And women who either are not there yet, or they're saying they're there yet, but their behavior that they're exhibiting and their inability to be able to nest in a man and allow him to lead her is not allowing the relationship to really take the course that the man is trying to lead them to.
Allowing him to lead. That's a kind of a crazy phrase to say. She's not allowing him to lead, right? If you're with a woman, I mean, you're in a relationship with a woman and she has to allow you to lead. That's a failed relationship. You're not even in a relationship with a woman, right? You're not. It's a female, right? And the males are out here looking for love. I'm sorry to tell you, buddies. You're out here looking for love. Women don't have love to give.
Who's more delusional right now?
Where do they get it from? Where do they get it from? If you can tell me where they get it from, then we have a talk, and then I'm like, oh, they have love. But if you can't tell me where they get love from to give, I can't say women have love, right? I can't. Males fall under that category too, but you guys are, I need a woman's love. And you only married a woman to have a company, to feel love, to have love, and you have to please her to be with her. Ridiculous. That sounds like some beta males to me, right? You're searching for something that doesn't exist. Bro, keep searching, buddy. Cam Newton says women lose value the more kids they have, right? Is that a true statement? Is that a true statement? I want to know, right? I want to know. Cam Newton is out here saying, listen, you have more than one kids. You're useless. You're useless, right? You're so useless. Whatever. Should I give you guys a preview of of the artists that I talk with, and it's like, yo, go ahead, bro, use my songs, bro. Let me give you, wait. let me drop one of his songs, bro, cause I'm gonna drop my favorite one from him. This is one of my favorite songs from him. And there's a lot more of his songs that I like, but this one is pretty good. Right. Let me give you guys a little bit of let me give you guys a little preview. A son, right? I'm gonna give you guys just a little, and if you want to go check out his page, right, it's right there. Hassan, Hass, right? That's his new Instagram, YouTube channel, right? With his new album dropped, right? And let me tell you that I like this song, but there's a lot more I like.
Move every life from my mind, my mind, my mind. Silent symphony, help me find my peace. Move every life from my mind, my mind, my mind. I've been spending many hours in my room. When I'm thinking all alone is where I find.
Yeah. It's all good till it ain't though. The entourage is me, God and my angels. They say life is like a traffic jam. I'm in the fast lane, saying catch me if you can. Way ahead in my head, many light years. Not afraid to fail, got plenty ideas. Cruising past the BS, I got GPS. Maxing out the coin is going up 23x. Blame it on the brain fog. Same cycle, same cause. Crying in the rainfall. Tears blending in again. Wipe them off with C notes. Cause it's all about the Benjamins. Yeah.
Move every life from my mind, my mind, my mind. Silent symphony, help me find my peace. Move every life from my mind, my mind, my mind. I've been spending many hours in my room. When I'm thinking all alone is where I find.
Say you need a space, just take a leap of faith. Could've fixed it all if you took some time to pray. Ain't no time to play, tomorrow ain't far away. Another bill to pay, another meal to make. Blame it on the brain fog. Same cycle, same cause. Crying in the rainfall. Tears blending in again. Wipe them off with C notes. Cause it's all about the Benjamins.
Yo, when you get to understand what this song about, it's tough. Silencing from me. Hey, listen, yeah.
Silent symphony, help me find my peace. Move every life from my mind, my mind, my mind. Silent symphony, help me find my peace. Move every life from my mind, my mind, my mind. I've been spending many hours in my room. When I'm thinking all alone is where I find.
Sheesh. Yo, shout out to Hassan, man, for letting us use this song in our stream. You know what I'm saying? We are grateful. Because I've been looking and wanting to use songs in my background music. But that's just one of his songs, right? On the new album. We're going to continue to listen to his album while we go through the stream, bro. Because it's fire. It's fire. It's fire. Right? It's fire. And we got Cloud Bops going up. Shut up. Not Cloud Bops. We got Pinocchio's helicopter going crazy, right? Yeah. Yeah, Pinocchio's helicopter too. So back to our boy Cam Newton, right? He's saying, listen. When women have multiple kids, right? Multiple kids, okay? Their values is shock values, right?
Let's just be honest. If we're talking about hierarchy, you've been with your husband how many years?
Not that many. We knew.
It's new as well.
We went friend to fiance. Let's say 6 months.
Okay, cool. 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if you had a 3-year-old? You still gonna choose your fiance
You're
over
saying-
your 3-year-old?
Is it his baby?
It don't matter who it is.
I mean, it really doesn't matter. You're right. I'm not choosing a fiance. I'm choosing my husband.
Because this is what I want you to understand.
Yes.
You've been married for 6 months,
Mhm.
right? That child has been in your life for 3 years.
Mhm.
3 years and 9 months.
Mhm.
Wait, whose life? She or you're married for 6 months? You're talking about the dating period? I'm confused here.
The hierarchy there is like, yo, it's my responsibility to nurture this.
I gotta ask you a question because for me, that's really hard for me to even wrap my mind around because I won't be baby mamaed without a
Let's just be
I won't be baby mama without commitment, okay?
commitment of marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's crazy.
it's hard for me to wrap my mind around having a 3-year-old and then having a new man. Now, I know that happens every single day and there is no right or wrong way. But so this is my question. Do you feel like women's value gets lowered when they have multiple children by multiple men?
I just think that the reality of that answer is women's value get lower the more children that they have.
Break that down.
So wait, her question was posed, right? Does women value drop when they have kids by multiple males? I can't call them men, bro. I can't, right? Males, right? Or maybe they're man. I don't know the circumstances, but let's go with males, right? But he's saying, listen, no. Let's rephrase your question. Women, which is females, their value drops. It doesn't matter. You have multiple kids, your values drop. It could be by the same man, it could be by multiple men. If I'm understanding how we rephrase it, right?
Because, and I was having this conversation, with one of the mother of my children, and she's still fine.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like I was telling her, I was like, yo, the guy that you're dating or will date, if he ain't willing to love on these 5 children that you have, that ain't the guy for you.
Commitment of marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So,
because when I came into your life, I was willing to accept you and whatever you had.
Hold on. Is his baby mama, all the kids are his? I don't even know. I don't know, right? It's kind of crazy.
And there's guys that's out there that's just going to say, them ain't my kids, I want you. Well, that ain't how it works. But that's not to say that she can't find nobody.
Right.
I'm pretty sure she has somebody.
right. But do you feel like it's as the best that she could possibly do if she didn't have children?
Well, you're talking to a dude that was once in her life. I don't feel like she's going to get better than me. That's just my confidence.
I don't even think it's confidence. I have said, and I might get eaten alive, I don't think most women do better than the father of their children.
No,
I really don't think
like
that.
It's real
That's
love.
the barometer.
Because when I came into your
Listen, do I agree with what they're saying? No. I don't agree, right? Maybe with Cam Newton a little bit, because he's saying, listen, if you're going to go in a relationship and you can't love these children, that guy won't be for you, right? Listen, no kid wants a stepfather. Let's just be frank here. No kids wants a stepfather. Kids want their own father in their life and own mothers in their life. A woman that have kids and gonna go get remarried, I don't know, is she a widow? Let's leave the widow part out for a little bit. She divorced and she's looking for a new man and she has kids. Same with the male, he's divorced, and he's looking for a new woman to be in his life, he has no right whatsoever to bring a step parents, neither the female. They have no right to bring a step parents in those children's life at the end of the day, because they're not even thinking about their children at that point. They're thinking about themselves. They're thinking about themselves, and it's all about how they want to feel and all about the sex, right? And you in the comment section, you're gonna post like, oh, what if the guy's working and he needs a woman to help pay rent or to help with the kids and all of that, right? That's why you need to do it the right way in the first place, right? That's why it needs to be done in the right place. And the right way is seek God first. Seek God first, and everything shall be added onto you. Because if you did, you wouldn't end up in a relationship where you have to please the woman or she have to please you to make yourself feel good. And then at the end of the day, you're going to divorce each other because you're not getting what you want and she's not getting what she wants. And then you're both in the relationship fighting about it, which that's how the relationship started off in the first place. You both love each other. You both love each other. You're like, oh, you make me feel so good. Lies. You're a liar. You are a liar. You lied. It was never about that, right? Because it was hate. You love what you hate, right? You love to judge. She judge you, you judge her. You have this imaginary illusion in your mind of what relationship could be like. The devil deceived you again and again, and now you're here again divorced and you want another relationship, and the devil's gonna deceive you again for you to destroy the kids even more, because like I said, no kids want a stepdad, a stepmom. You are wrong for wanting to bring another person in your kid's life when you don't even have love to give them, because you're gonna neglect them. You and the male, now you're gonna focus on each other, and you're not even there for the children anymore. And we can bring the widow in now, right? Let's say you're with the widow now. Her husband died. She did things the right way. Are you there for the children? Are you there to protect the children from the woman? Right? Are you just there for your selfish reason to get a nookie, to get her to be your god? Because most males, the female are their gods, right? You're looking to feel good about yourself, right? And you have to please her to feel good about yourself, because you have to please her to get what you want, right? So, are you even there for the children? That's the question, and there's a right way to do it, right? There's a right way to do it. But the right way is to be in the light first, right? That's the right way. Seek the kingdom of heaven in his right way, and everything else will be added onto you. But no, you can do it all on your own. And that's why the kids are messed up. That's why relationships are messed up. That's why most of the world is messed up. Because you're leaning on your own understanding. Right? And it's not even your own understanding. It's from the darkness. You look to the darkness for answers and healing, and it brings you nothing but misery. And it brings nothing more than destruction. Right? There you go. I guess. And I didn't know what I would say about this video, honestly, because I left space in between. Because I didn't know. But the answers came, so I'm giving you the answers now, right? And that's what life is about. Leaving space and not leaning on your own understanding. That's life, right? God will give you what you need to say and what you need. It's that simple. Right? And we're still on the females, because evil comes through the females, and you can be mad at me as much as you want. I don't care, because it's the truth, right? Woman goes viral for laughing at Christian, claiming homosexuality is a sin, right? And this is from Instagram. And I guess we're about to witness this clip. I briefly saw it. But with most clips, I like to react to it on live. That's what I do. I don't pre-script my videos and all that stuff. I don't know. Rarely I do that. Rarely.
I think homosexuality is a sin.
I do.
Are we serious?
She's laughing. I wonder why she's laughing.
Like, I can't tell if you're trolling. Is this a troll?
No. That's one of my beliefs.
And is abortion wrong?
I do.
You don't even have a vagina.
Listen, you can't tell me abortion is wrong. You don't even have a vagina. That's a crazy statement, right? That's a woman for you.
Do have the right to take a moral stance, though.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you
Because
don't.
it's a human life.
You don't even know what it's like. Does America need Christianity? What are we talking about? What are you talking about?
What a mess.
I'm so sorry. This is just so hilarious. Is homosexuality a sin? And this is how you think Jesus would go about this?
Yes, absolutely. I take all these and I explain them non-biblically and biblically.
And you think homosexuality is... I mean this with all due respect. I do think you might need to reread the Bible.
No, I have. I have all the... Would you like me to explain how it's a
No,
sin?
I don't need an explanation. I understand.
So,
Jesus
okay.
was a kind and loving person who didn't judge anybody else. This is judgment. How do you think someone who's gay walking past would feel?
Oh, I'm not judging anyone. I love them. I love homosexuality.
What do you mean? Is homosexual a sin? You're
I don't
judging.
agree with their actions, but I love them. And I'm not judging. This is in the Bible. It doesn't say specifically, but we can see how God designed our sexuality with a purpose and a design.
I see.
Yeah. So
Thank
you
you.
are Christian.
We have different interpretations of the books, and that's okay.
Okay.
I choose to love my neighbors.
Oh, I do
This
too.
is how you
I
choose
love
to
them.
go about it, and that's okay. You know, I get it. I don't judge.
Yeah.
You
Oh, I'm
have
not
an
judging
amazing
either.
day. I hope you enjoy your
All right,
Valentine's
thank you so
Day. Of course.
What an interesting encounter, right? This queen, she's pretty and witty. Listen, that's females for you. No matter if it's wrong or not, they will side with their counterpart, right? They will side with their counterpart, right? And this guy is saying, listen, he's not judging, but he does not agree with what they're doing, and right, that's the message. God wants you to be the salt of the earth, to preserve his way, right? Which Jesus came to show us, right? He wants us to be like that, the pillar of salt that makes a difference and show a better way, right? She's laughing, saying, listen, you're judging people, you're judging gays, they're walking by, all of this stuff, and he's like, Jesus was of love, right? I don't even know what she thinks love is. I don't know if she knows what love is, right? She's like, she chooses to love her neighbors regardless of what they do. I don't. And listen, if that neighbor disagree with you, will you still love them, right? I would have asked her those questions. Would you still love them? Like this guy said, listen, I disagree with them, but I still love them, right? Would you love your girlfriend right here? If you wanted her to do something and she tells you no, she's not doing it, will you still love her? Or it depends on what she does for you that you call it love, right? These are the questions that you need to ask people to know if they're truly of love, if they're truly a so-called Christian, right? These are these things that you need to figure out, right? And she's actually one judging, because she's out here laughing at this guy, and she's judging him in his mind, right? In her mind, she's actually judging him. I could tell, you know why I could tell? Because she's laughing at him. She's laughing at him, and she's like, you're really a Christian and you're out here saying this, right? Because they can't help themselves. The imagination, the mind, which is of evil, tells her these thoughts. If you take a second, you just take a second to just relax, you will see that the thoughts that you have, they're not yours. They're not yours, but because you can't observe them, you only, and if you catch them, you're already in them, right? But catching is a start of seeing that they're there and they're not yours, right? But if you can separate yourself from them, you realize that they're not yours. They're evil. They're of the devil. They're of the truth. They're of the fruit, right? The fruit that Adam and Eve ate, and still today, we're still eating from the tree. What a mess, right? And this is what the church, they don't teach you, right? Or they can't point the way, because the church is blind, or they're blind themselves, right? It's ridiculous to see. But this guy seems like he's at a good space in his life, and he seems young, right? Interesting. But like I said, we got a crazy female coming up. God bless the U.S. Rosie O'Donnell on Trump. And this is an interesting clip. This is actually a clip that I'm going to enjoy talking about, right? Wake up, America. Wake up. Our president is a serial pedophile, okay? A racist. And that's what he is, okay? Bro, what's wrong with females, bro? I know what's wrong with him, but I'm asking you guys, what's wrong with females, bro?
Is saying it's a Democrat.
What's wrong with these females, bro? They have no male in their lives to show them the way, okay? They're full of hatred, they're full of anger, and they can't help themselves. They can't, right? From what I read, right, Rosie O'Donnell, she's a lesbian. She is for same-sex marriage. Let me see if I can pull it up. All right. Where is it? Here, actress Rosie O'Donnell is a comedian, actress, and television personality who rose to fame in the 90s and has a talk show host and performer. She's known for being outspoken about her political and social views. She's definitely on the progressive side. She has been vocal about LGBTQ, which doesn't exist, rights. Listen, they made up human rights, civil rights. Listen, bunch of nonsense, whatever, right? She herself is openly gay, lesbian. She hates males. She hates men. She hates God. That's for sure. Support trans right. She supports transgenders' rights, which doesn't exist. It's made up, okay? And is a strong advocate for feminism. So she falls under all the craziness in the world. In general, she's been aligned with the cause and the viewpoints associated with the political left. So that's who she is, right? That's who she is. Or she thinks she is, right? That's not who she is. Those are the things that she does and advocate for. But that's not who she really is, right? But those identity have attached themselves to her because the thoughts tell her that's who she is, right? That's who she is. So now, right? Let's hear what she let me reread what she said. Wake up, America! Wake up! Our president is a serial pedophile, rapist, and that's what he is. Okay. What the? Listen. Let's hear what she has to say because it's gonna be interesting. I'm having fun with this one.
Donald Trump is saying it's a Democratic hoax.
How dare he, Jim?
Yeah.
How dare he? For every child that was ever raped by a grown man, how dare he? How dare he? We are mighty. 1 in 3 girls suffers child sex abuse. 1 in 5 boys. Those are the statistics, America. Wake up.
Yeah.
Wake up.
I don't know if I should be laughing, but this bitch is dumb, bro.
Our president is a serial pedophile rapist, and that's what he is. And in America, you're allowed to have an opinion. You're allowed to say what you think. That's what our country was founded on.
I agree.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
Let him try to distract you with everything else, with the falling economy.
Donald Trump is saying it's a Democrat.
Listen. Okay. Donald Trump is a child abuser, child molester, whatever you want to call him. Whatever, right? I don't know if that's true or not, right? But you have to be able to forgive evil. And even if Donald Trump was evil, I don't see it with him right now, right? Let's say he did this in his past, right? Who are you to judge? Who are you to sit up here, play almighty and judge? When you're no different. She's really no different, right? I'm going to tell you how she's no different, because she's ridiculous. Ridiculous, right? Donald Trump is an abuser of children, a rapist, a pedophile, whatever you want to call him, right? But you need to forgive evil so you don't become evil yourself. But she's as evil as they come, because she supports transgender rights, right? She supports kids mutilating themselves, falling to evil. She supports feminism, hatred of man and God, because they hate the role that God has given man, right? They hate it. And they become just like what they hate. She end up with a female. She's end up with a woman in her life, right? She's a lesbian. She supports LGBTQ, right? Something is, and she's out here. Trump is an abuser. Are you better? Is she better than an abuser? Is she better than a child molester while out here supporting transgender rights for children? How better is she? How can she sit up here and play almighty and play judge and jury when she's no better? She's no better, right? The judger, you have the, is she a judger? Or the judgee? Whatever you want to call it, right? She's up here judging and thinking she's high and mighty and better, when really she's no different. She's saying Trump abused children, but she abused children. She abused children because children are lost. They're lost because of people like her sitting up here telling children they can be, you're born as a male, you can be a female. You're born as a female, you can be a male. She's up here destroying children's lives. Worse than an abuser. And which is ridiculous to me, right? That's the most ridiculous part about it, right? That's the most ridiculous part about it. And people listen to her, bro. Lost. People that are lost. And listen, you're not lost. You're not lost, right? You're really not lost. You just think you're lost. So evil has you, right? Evil has her. And because evil has her, she support all of these rights that doesn't exist, right? That doesn't exist. And they what do you call it? They're predators, right? She's a predator herself, right? Because they abuse children. They abuse the children that are lost because they in the world create this system and rights and policy that don't exist, and the children believe in the lies from the evil, from the devil himself that lives inside of these people, right? That are being controlled by evil. And they want your kids. The devil wants your kids, and the parents are no better because they're willing to give up their children. They're willing to give up their children, right? Because they don't want to stay home and raise the kids. The females, they don't want to be right. They rather feel good about themselves than being there for their children, right? And and the reason why she hates males and hates God and hates man and hates the order of God, because God, Jesus above man, man above woman, woman above children. That's the order. That's the order. It will never change. But she hates that, right? Because who knows? Her father was never there to protect her from her mother. She hates her father for her weakness. She's judgment, and she's only judging her father based on her mother's judgment. She's judging her father based on her mother imposing her will onto her. And because of that, she can't find the love that her mother gave her because her father wasn't able to protect her. And now she's in a relationship with another female, which tend to be way abusive relationship, because they can't help but judge each other and feel better. And you need to treat me how I need to be treated so I can feel good about myself. And if you don't treat them that way, they judge you. They cause problems. They cause argument because you need to worship them. Females like to be worshipped because they love to play God, right? And that's why I knew I would enjoy talking about this exact video, because it's crazy. These are crazy females. They're ridiculous, right? Should we do a timeout on the video and just play another Asan? I'm looking for a tone, man. Yeah. Listen. God's in control. God's in control.
Now God's in control. God's in control. God's in control. Now God's in control. God only knows. God only knows. God only knows. God only knows.
Walk out on an endless road. Would you save my soul? I really wanna know you, Lord, but it takes so long, my Lord. Wanna wake up with you on my mind when I lay my head at night. Feel your presence come alive. Be still and know that you the light. Wanna wake up with you on my mind when I lay my head at night. Feel your presence come alive. Be still and know that you the light. Wanna wake up with you on my mind when I lay my head at night. Feel your presence come alive. Be still and know that you the light.
I'm looking for Oh man, this is so good.
God's in control. God's in control. God's in control. Now God's in control. God only knows. God only knows. God only knows. God only knows.
Shout out to Asan in Yemen. Shout out. Shout out. My life. The Democrat new plans for midterm is crazy. That's what they're saying. Let's check it out. Right? Oh, this was an article that I want to read first before I show you guys a video. The Democrat new plan for the midterm is crazy. Amy Curtis. February 19, 2026, 6:30 p.m. Right? So she's saying, listen. She's saying, right now. Okay, we can't play this song yet, bro. This song is too tough, man. This song is so tough. It's so tough, it makes you want to slap your mama. How tough this song is. Hold on. So the Democrat new plan for midterm. The midterm election will likely hinge on the economy, right? And that's good news for the Republicans. How do I know this? Democrats have already uttered a word about the economy since the price of eggs, gas dropped like a stone last year, right? If the economy was a disaster, Democrats would be hammering that issue 24/7, right? Right? That's what they're saying, right? So the Democrats, right? Award-winning free antivirus with online scam detector, whatever. Send me an angel right now. Meltdown. Oh, I didn't see this video. What is this
Roses
video about?
are red, hearts beat ahead,
Let's see what
love's
this
in the
video
air,
is. 'Cause
deals
I
to
don't
be
know.
shared at Enburn Ford. Get up to $8,500 on
Democrats refuse to let you show an ID to prove you are who you say you are, or even an American citizen, when you go to vote, and they're ready to die on that hill, politically speaking, and we're okay with that. We'll give you the latest on their double down, triple down. What is it now? Maybe 10 down. Coming up in just
Who's
a second.
this?
Plus,
Oh.
democracy.
Hold on. Let's skip a little bit. Isn't this? I think
A
I have
letter
this
can
video.
be written.
What's
It
her name
travels
again?
hand to hand.
I forgot.
A smile is waiting
I
for
forgot her name.
Platforms when they dared to challenge or
This
question
chick. policies
policies having to do with the COVID
She's an
pandemic, or
evil
for that
woman.
matter, the
This one.
mandates to get the shot and whether the shot was even effective. No, all of her pals and all of her friends were free to print and publish anything they wanted as long as it mirrored exactly what the government demanded that they print and publish, which doesn't sound like a very free press to me. But please explain to me how the Washington Post having to lay off 300 reporters because they're losing $100
she gonna
million
talk?
a
Is she-
year
is he gonna
is
allow her
a
to
threat
talk?
to the free press. That's
Oh yeah, Nancy Pelosi.
ashes on their
Crazy.
heads over
Bitch is crazy.
democracy dying because of darkness. Can we just refocus for a moment as they're picketing outside the Washington Post building and chanting and acting like they're Antifa?
Is she
Can we
gonna
just
talk or
pause for
what?
a second? As Nancy Pelosi is telling you that our republic and our
And
constitution.
this bitch,
On so many different levels.
what's her name?
One thing I'm not used.
Homeless.
Is she gonna talk? I have the clip. I think I have the clips. Okay. Whatever. So I just wanted to read that article a little bit, right? And then I want to show you one of your oppressors. This is your oppressor. Okay. You can call it what you want, but they are your oppressors. But she would not be your oppressors if you were free from your imagination. And that's true, right? That's very true. That is your true oppressor. Even though she is your oppressor, your true oppressor is your imagination. Evil use it to control you. And here it is, right? Here is your oppressors. Right? Give me a second. Let me arrange this real quick. This bitch is crazy. That I know for a fact.
People everywhere. I also want you to know this. Those people are threatened by your strength,
Amazing.
by your joy in being fully who you are. Those who fight against trans people are just jealous of the freedom that they have taken to be fully who they are.
But how are they free? I don't get it. They have mental issues, they're depressed, anxiety. Would you call that free? Would you call that liberation? Or would you call that someone that is trapped?
And so those people just want to destroy that rather than imagine what it would be like to be fully who they are. Wise words from our young people. So today, the Trans Bill of Rights makes those freedoms we all deserve as clear as the paper they are written on. And we intend to continue this fight until we win this fight. To trans
Isn't it, I pronounce her name Parmela? This is a crazy bitch. This bitch has no love. This is as evil as your oppressors come, right? They're using your mind. Listen, they know you're struggling with what do you call it? Personality disorder, or what do you call it? Imposter syndrome. Some things along those lines. All made up words, actually, to get you more even confused in your mind, right? Right? But they're open sports and restroom by genders identity, gender care for minors, and nationwide abortion. These people have no love, right? They're like, we're gonna help you abort your children. Which is worse, slavery or abortion? I want to know. Let me know, right? Slavery or abortion? Which is worse, right? They're gonna have transgender identity care minor. They want to use all your tax dollars to fund these people. So they're using the mental gymnastic of people's mind to warp their mind to get votes now. That's what they're doing, right? We're going to fight for you. And by fighting for you, you make us your leader and we will set you free. Meanwhile, they're trapped. They're trapping you. You're trapped. You're already trapped in your mind, and they want to even entrap you even more so they can use you as pawn to get your vote, to get your your taxpayer dollars to stay in power. Fake power, by the way, because they have no power, right? They have no power. The power that they're seeking is wealth, importance, and it will all vanish away, right? All vanish away, like silver and gold, and like the world, right? But you love your oppressors. You love your misery. And listen, people will vote for them. People will vote for them. And the oppressor in your mind will tell you to vote for them. Because they know how to use the oppressors. They're evil. And they know how to use the oppressors that inside of you to make you judge, to make you feel good, so you can sympathize, empathize with them. And I'm like, what about my children? What about the children? These people call Trump a pedophile, an abuser, and all this stuff, but yet they're out here abusing your children for votes. And the parents are allowing it. The parents has no love. They have no love for their children. If you vote for this, you have no love. None whatsoever. And it's mostly female that will vote for this, for abortion, gender identity, and the feminist males too. You guys have no love. None whatsoever. You're just pure diabolical evil. Evil, evil, evil. And that's what you are, right? That's who you think you are. And that's who you become, right? Because you're still in the darkness looking for answers. And the darkness will give you answers. And it will only make your life worse, right? It will make you worse. And speaking about making it worse, okay? Speaking about making it worse, we got Zoran Mandani. We got Zoran Mandani. We got your, what do you call him? Your Muslim New Yorker that support LGBTQ, transgenderism, all the things that are bad. So you can vote him into power, okay? And I'm telling you right here, right now, I don't care what you think. I really don't care. But I'm gonna tell you here right now, when the Muslim people become the majority, all you trans people, all you leftist, feminist people, Sharia law is coming for you, okay? Transgender people, you will be put into prison or to death, okay? You will be facing the consequences of your actions. I'm telling you right now, okay? But here's your boy. He's telling you, calling New Yorkers to shovel during tomorrow blizzard. It might have happened already.
Utilizing 33 DSNY vans and 2 DSNY buses to transport shovelers where they're needed faster. And for those who want to do more to help your neighbors and earn some extra cash, you too can become an emergency snow shoveler. Just show up at your local sanitation garage between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. tomorrow with your paperwork, which is accessible online at nyc.gov/snow, and you can get started right away. And we're utilizing 33
Wait, did I miss something? There's something in this video that I want to talk about.
3 DSNY vans and 2 DSNY buses to transport shovelers where they're needed faster. And for those who want to do more to help your neighbors and earn some extra cash, you too can become an emergency snow shoveler. Just show up at your local sanitation garage between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. tomorrow with your paperwork, which is accessible online at nyc.gov/snow, and you can get started right away. And we're utilizing...
From what I understand, right, regarding you wanting to work and shovel snow, well, how did it come to this? How did it come to this that the city is not being cleaned up by the, what do you call it, the snow removal people? How has this fall onto the public, right? Which you can say is creating jobs, right? It's creating jobs. You're giving people a way to earn more money, right? Is that a bad thing? I don't know. I really don't know, right? But he created the problem. If I should say, I could be wrong. I could be wrong on this, right? But he's the mayor. He's in charge of these things now, right? Make sure the city operates well, right? And then he's going to solve it by, listen, I'm going to give you work. I'm going to give you a job, right? You're doing a great thing, right? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know the full story. Maybe I'm missing some stuff, so I don't want to speak on it, right? But he's saying you have to register to shovel snow in Mondani's, New York. You must present 2 forms of IDs plus a social security card, right? So to work for New York, to work for the mayor, and to get paid and all of this, you have to provide social security numbers and 2 pieces of IDs. 2 pieces of IDs, which they're recommending. You have to have it to get this job. I don't know if it's true or not, or they're lying. They're just doing it for a show, but that's what they're saying, right? But no one is illegal in New York. This is an illegal. You can come here if you're illegal, okay, to our state, which makes no sense. You can cross the border and go into New York without any ID, but to work for them and to get paid so they can tax you on it, you have to present 2 ID. Ridiculous, right? What a mess. But we have a video coming up. This is a video of people in New York and what they're saying regarding Mondani and how the snow has been, moving, being operated. And this is from NTD TV. Watch this.
New York City government has been working to clear the piles of snow from the streets. NTD's Sean Marshall spoke with some Midtown Manhattan pedestrians about how the city has handled the cleanup efforts so far.
Snowstorm has ended in New York City, but the cleanup operations are still going on. There's a lot more people walking the streets and making bike deliveries. Let's go see what the people think about how the city has handled the snowstorm so far.
I will say buses weren't delayed. I expected like a change with scheduling, but they came on time, which I really appreciated.
Well, right now, currently I'm in Manhattan, and so far so good. Even though the streets are still filled with like a little bit of snow, but I'm happy that the kids are able to like walk, and they were able to like clear the way for mainly people that use by means of transportation walking.
Anything they could improve upon?
I mean, there's still snow all over the floor, but I think it's been better than last time. I think they did a good job on the Sunday, kind of clearing things out, making it safe.
Anything that they could improve upon?
No, really. I'm actually quite good. I commute in from the suburbs, so I don't drive. But it's been pretty good so far.
How is it compared to the suburbs, how they deal with the heavy snow?
It's much better than the suburbs, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Any tips for...
It's better than the suburbs? Normally, doesn't the suburbs is like where mostly like rich people live, so like, the government normally deal with the suburbs first before like... This is just crazy, right?
The new mayor or city of New York City?
No, I mean, I've been living here for, 40 plus years. I've seen ups and downs. Just keep the subway safe, keep, make sure people, have jobs and have a place to live, and just keep on going with that.
How do you think the city has handled dealing with all the extra snow?
I think they could have handled it a little better. Obviously, like the first few days, it's kind of hard to get your bearings straight, but everything with like just the excess buildup, it's kind of a biohazard at this point. So I don't think they've handled it perfectly, but honestly, from my viewpoint, it's just mainly the walkways that could be handled a little better.
What would be like the main thing that could probably be improved upon, or if you think they did a great job?
I say they did an okay job. It's just like how they put the snows along the crosswalks, making it harder for like fast walkers to get by, especially in the more narrow parts.
So I think they did a pretty good job considering all the side streets. They did a great job with the main roads, and I'm okay with that. It takes like private people to do a little bit of the work, because the sanitation department by itself, there's no way they're going to handle all of this by themselves. So the individuals that are taking the time to do it themselves, it helps a lot. So.
So there you have it. There you have it, right? I don't know what to think about this, honestly. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section. Right? But I gotta go do something real quick. In the meantime, check out Angel by Asan Topic. That's his channel, right? Check out this amazing music by him. Angel. I want to hear a little bit before I go there.
My city calling when we walk in, they all look at us. From the town that's filled with angels, but there's nobody to trust. Got dark colors in my shades, I don't like to show my eyes. Tinted windows to my mind, the devil don't know where I lie. Yeah, got the only woman that ain't never left my side. She pull my leaf for me and then she sing me lullabies. Everybody gotta die, they tell me why you in a rush. They say I should get alive, but I'd rather try my luck. What are we to do when all the poison gone? I think about it time to time, it's like I'm always on. Ramble on about Babylon, cause my pantheon. It feel like once we hit 18, we turning 21. Doctors say I'm sick, but I say I'm immune. My therapist agree, but who's to say they know the truth? Yeah, lines above my fist and wrist, I need a quicker fix. Yeah, hold me down just like a crucifix, don't lose the grip. Yeah, my city calling when we walk in, they all look at us. From the town that's filled with angels, but there's nobody to trust. Got dark colors in my shades, I don't like to show my eyes. Tinted windows to my mind, the devil don't know where I lie. Yeah, got the only woman that ain't never left my side. She pull my leaf for me and then she sing me lullabies. Everybody gotta die, they tell me why you in a rush. They say I should get alive, but I'd rather try my luck.
I'm back at the right time. I'm back just in time. Send me an angel right now. You say you don't know who to trust. I put dark shades on my eyes. And guess who's back at it again? Our boy Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley is back at it again. Let's see about what though. So Nick Shirley at it again. This time exposing massive amount of voter fraud in the Democrats control California. Cali. So apparently he went to this house, right? And some crazy stuff happened.
All right, so let's say his name's Virginia. She's 125 years old. She's voted over 55 times, and she's active on the voter rolls here in California. Let's see if she's home. Hi, how's it going, sir? Doing good?
No, I'm cooking.
Oh, okay, well, I'll be quick. I'm just looking for Virginia, 125 years old.
125 years old?
Yeah, she's registered to vote at this location right here. Is Virginia here?
Yeah, but she ain't no 125 years old.
Really? How old is Virginia then?
80.
80? Well, here on the state of California, she's 125 years old. And she's voted in 55 elections.
Nope.
Is there another Virginia?
No, not here.
Virginia?
10-4. It's only one in the whole world.
Only one in the whole world? Well, I hope she's voting good, because... So she's not 125?
No.
No. Well, is Virginia doing good at least?
So. Well, she's a year younger than me. And I'm 82.
You guys funny, bro.
Go tell Newsom, she ain't 125, she's 81.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, so let's say his name's Virginia.
Yo, Nick Shirley is funny with that one. I got music. She ain't 121, 25 or whatever he said. That's kind of funny. All right, so Nick Shirley's at it again. Canada. So, will this be a good thing for Canada? That's my question, right? Canada to recruit foreign military veterans under the new 2026 immigration program, right? It's like they don't have enough immigrants or legal aliens already, right? They don't have enough, right? They don't have enough. They don't have enough taxpayer dollars paying to cover all this communist stuff that's happening in Canada. They don't have enough yet, right? They want to flood the country even more, right? And the taxpayer dollars are gonna have to pay for all of this crazy mess, right? Right? This is what this female has to say. What's her name? I don't even know her name, right?
And finally, we are creating a new category for skilled military recruits to attract highly skilled foreign military applicants. Eligible recruits with a job offer from the Canadian Armed Forces, including doctors, nurses, pilots, can be invited to apply for permanent residence.
Crazy. Canada just giving it away. Giving it away, bro.
They will be subject to the same security and all military requirements. This new category will support our government's commitment.
What about the people in Canada? What about the people that are already living in Canada? Does this apply to them? I don't know. Canada is introducing a new 2016 entry pathway targeting experienced foreign military personnel. So it's not even people that are in Canada. These are foreign military personnels, right? Lana must have 10 plus years of service and 3 years jobs offer from the Canadian Armed Force with full security, screening, recruitment. Is this a good move for Canada? And this guy said, yeah, let's put complete foreigners in charge of defending our country. Listen, Canada, your leaders don't love you. These people are coming from a foreign nation. To be in your military, they could be spies here to get information, right? And listen, they're not going to put your country first. Like we're already seeing. The Muslims, they're not putting your country first. The Jews, they're not putting your country first. I love the Jews, okay? And I love the Muslim. But they're crazy people, right? They're crazy people. The Africans, everyone that comes to come to the West, they're not putting your country first. Their country is first to them. Just so you know, okay?
Strengthen our armed forces to defend our sovereignty and to keep Canadians safe.
What a mess.
This category and other priority categories supports Canada's defense industrial strategy, which Prime Minister Carney announced yesterday, by adding a range of workers critical to support our sovereignty and security. And finally,
I don't know if I'm going to like that, bro. Maybe I like the guy's video. I'm watching. Today, Prime Minister Carney launched Canadian First Defense Industrial Strategy that will transfer our defense industry by providing Canadian suppliers, supporting Canadian innovation, and creating good career at all. I don't know. How does that even make sense, right? How does that even make sense? Female in power, a sign of weakness. This female in power, it's a sign of weakness, right? And when you listen to these female, you're gonna suffer. Canada will suffer first because you have a leader that is a female. Mark Carney is a female. He's not even a male. I can't even call him a male, right? I can't even call him a male. The guy's just lost, bro. He's suffering. He's suffering from the darkness, right? Suffering from darkness. And you guys want him to be your leader. He's going to drag you into the dark ages. I mean, you're already in the dark ages. That's why you voted more corny. But the hell inside of you wants to project the hell on the earth, right? And that's what you voted more corny in for, so he can put the hell in physical form, right? Because the hell inside of you want more misery outside of you. You're the misery inside. You love your misery, right? So that will happen. I will see that happening, right? Looking for the answer in the darkness that leads you. Yeah, it is a setup. It is a setup, that's for sure. Right? And arrested female. Wait, did I put this video twice then? Dwayne Johnson, Latino, Miami, a guy, maybe not. Okay, so this arrested woman, they call her a woman, but this is a female, emotional. She's an emotional bitch, right? Shot deputy with a gun hidden in her pants. Bro, I was watching the video. I'm like, how did the police officer miss this gun, bro? I'm like, it has to be in her front, bro. It has to be in her front. And guess where the gun was? In her front. That's crazy, right? But this is a news report. And this is from where, actually? I didn't put it from where. WTF Channel 9. This is from Channel 9, right? This is what they have to say. This is the report.
And only Channel 9 has obtained video at how a handcuffed suspect was able to reach for a gun and fire it at a deputy while she was inside of the back of that patrol car.
After months of asking, only Channel 9 finally seeing this video of how a woman was able to slip out of handcuffs, grab a gun that was stashed in her pants, and shoot at the deputy who was trying to arrest her.
Bro, it was, to be honest, listen, you said pants. Be specific. It was inside of her, it was in her pants or private parts, bro. That's where it was.
It is a wild scene. The video a bit dark, but you can make out the noises and the struggle. Good evening. I'm Greg Warmoth.
I'm Martha Sigalski. Channel 9 has been asking the Marion County Sheriff's Office for this video since June of last year. The same day, 22-year-old Rihanna Hardin was arrested during a traffic stop. Channel 9's Sabrina Majori found out she was searched 3 different times.
You can see 22-year-old Rihanna Hardin clearly handcuffed while loading into this Marion County Sheriff's Office car. But notice her fidgeting in the back seat just moments later and repeatedly reaching inside of her pants. It's where investigators say Hardin hid the revolver she used to shoot at a deputy. 6 minutes in, you can tell Hardin realizes she's being recorded. She uses her visor to partially cover the camera.
Bring your hand around to the front.
Out of sight of the camera, you can hear the deputy recuff Hardin. He searches both Hardin and his car before she's allowed back in. Get in. The fidgeting starts back up.
That's when, this is where he pulls her out and he resized the handcuffs, right? And I got another video that I'm going to show you that show all these details, right?
Most immediately, she told investigators she said a prayer and then opened fire.
A prayer to the devil, yeah, that's for sure.
In total, investigators say Hardin fired 6 rounds, the deputy crashing his car into a light pole, then firing back. Within seconds, Hardin tries in vain to make her escape, kicking through the glass of this backseat window. Within minutes, backup arrives.
What a mess. What a mess, right? Crazy. A crazy bitch, bro. And this is the, maybe I should skip this side. Let me skip this one. C-Cell. Let's play C-Cell. I don't want kids to say those bad words. So, this is the other clip, right? From the different angles and how everything went down, right? What would cause this person to do this to a police officer, right? And you people out there, like, when police officer this is what police officers has to go through, right? And you guys have no understanding or comprehension how to deal with the police officers when this is what they have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Their lives are in danger, and they pull you over and you want to give them attitude and backfire at them, and without no understanding, right? Especially the black people, right? But watch this.
Why didn't you pull over right away?
Oh, because I'm at the house, and so I just wanted to, like, you know, because we're already here.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license on you?
That's no excuse, bro. That's crazy.
Yes, sir. I'm just trying to grab it.
Why would your driver's license be in there?
Oh, no, sorry. I was just getting all the paperwork.
You're good. I just need the driver's license.
Okay. Got a picture of it.
Is it valid or is it
Yes, sir.
suspended,
Yes, sir.
expired?
No, no, sir.
Okay.
It's valid. It's valid. Yeah, I got it. My bad.
It's on the phone too. What the?
54.
My bad. And I had just.
You're good. Just come on right back here.
My bad.
Just right back here. Is there reference signal 49? Right here.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
She's dressed
I'm
as
gonna
a
have you give me that
lesbian.
information. You don't really look like a person on the
What a
driver's
mess.
license. You give me? 23. Spell your first name for me.
I mean, it has been a while.
Spell your first name for me.
B-R-I-N-N-A.
Spell your last name.
M-A-S-O-N.
What's your date of birth?
7/26/2000.
Don't pull it up.
No, I'm saying 7/26/2000.
What's your social security number?
I don't know that by heart.
You don't know by heart?
I don't know by heart.
Okay.
What a mess.
Mind if I see this for a sec?
My phone.
Yeah. To look at the picture?
Well, I mean, I could maybe like send it, but I don't like give consent to the phone. I would just rather
I'm
not.
just trying to look at the picture.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you can look at the picture. You see. It's
You don't even have the same color eyes as the girl in that picture.
That's makeup. That's
No.
eyeliner around the makeup.
Okay. Go ahead, put this down. Put this down. You're being detained right now.
Okay.
Put the phone
May I
down.
ask for what?
Put the phone down.
RPS signal 28, 1064,
Put the phone down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
1065, 1098.
Yep, let it go. And put your hands behind your back for now. You're being detained.
May I ask for what? I still haven't got an answer.
Yeah, because you're not being truthful about who you are.
Sir? But what was the reason of the original stop?
The reason for the original stop, because you made a faulty stop at that stop sign, and because as you were proceeding through that first stop sign that I seen you coming head on with me, you were not in your lane. You were partway over the lane. Okay? Do you have any weapons on you? Guns, knives?
No, sir.
All right, I'm gonna pat you down. Go ahead and tuck your elbows up.
Well, sir.
I'm gonna explain everything to you.
I don't.
Have a seat.
Can my pops come out here?
Have a seat. Hold on. Is that keys? Let me take.
See, this is not even equality, right? Because they loosely put on the handcuffs on this chick, bro. Loosely, right? And if it was a male, they would have the handcuffs on him, right? So officers, do your jobs. We're not gonna treat the male different from the female. They're getting arrested. Arrest them properly. Because I think this could have been avoided, right? Her handcuffs are loosely put on, right? Tighten it, man. Come on, man. Not because she's a woman, you're gonna judge her and be like, oh, she's a woman. This mistake is actually on the officer, right? Let's be honest here.
Let go of him.
I mean, it's on my ring. It actually like hooked. I was actually trying to get it off. I don't know what happened.
I'm gonna read you something before I talk to you because you're in handcuffs and you're sitting in the back of my car right now. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in a court of law. I'm gonna tell you how I know you're not Brianna Mason because I pulled over Brianna Mason like 4 days ago.
And
okay.
And he knows.
So,
he knows she's lying. He knows she's lying. And you want to take that risk? Come on, man.
Are you gonna give me your real name, or are we gonna have to take you to the jail and figure out who you are?
Yes, sir. My real name is
Go ahead.
R-H-E-A-N-A.
R-A.
R-H-E-A-N-A.
What's your last name?
Harden, H-A-R-D-E-N.
Why'd you give me her name instead of your name? Do you have a warrant?
No, I don't have any warrants.
Are
I
you
don't have
suspended?
anything. I'm on the very edge. I literally almost have everything like paid off, everything
suspended.
sold, and it's like right there on the edge. I have court July 8th. You know what I'm saying?
So you
That's
gave me
the
a
last
fake
one.
name because you were suspended? Really?
Crazy.
Does that seem like a logical thing to do?
What was it like?
And this is a person that's in the darkness, looking for answers in the darkness, and this is the answer the darkness gave her. This is a setup by the darkness from your own mind. A great setup that tells you you can get away with it, but you're not realizing that that answer that you got is leading you deeper down into hell, and it's only setting you up so it's gonna destroy you even worse, right? Watch this.
That's not bro.
So why'd you give me a fake name
This is
then?
her. She. Okay. That's my best friend. I picked her up from like. That's just all that is. Like I'm trying to not.
Stand up. I'm about to have to go through your pockets, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any drugs on your person?
No.
No? Okay. Good. Just up there? What, on the keys?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of drugs? Are we talking fentanyl? Meth?
No. I think it's just a little like.
Meth?
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Give me 1 sec. Wait. Is that more of the same? Just meth? In this pocket right here? You said yeah? Okay.
Property.
Is it going to be in this thing right here? Is that why you were death gripping it? When I was trying to get you to let it go? I did see it was stuck,
Yeah,
but
it
you
was stuck.
didn't want to let it go before that.
Yeah, because like I was trying to get it off. Like whenever I'm trying to grab it at one hand. You know?
Are there any needles on you?
No,
It really pissed me off to
really
get
don't.
stuck.
I really don't shoot. I don't.
Okay.
I don't do anything like that.
Damn.
That's a meth. What a mess.
If you don't mind. Sure. You don't have to. You think I go? Like I'm holding a bag. Yeah, I know. Jeez. I think you have a friend. Go ahead and tuck your elbows up. Tuck. Is there even a pocket? Yeah.
I've been working on my car, so there might be a few.
Mm-hmm. Might be a few meth straws. I got you.
No.
What happens when you work on your car?
No, I'm thinking the brakes. You can look whatever. I mean, whatever you see. Like, I'm actually putting calipers and brakes on my car. You can see my hand. I really do have a wiring issue. Once you open, you'll see.
She sound distorted.
Hey, don't bullshit me. What's with the dental pick? Because I saw that in somebody else's.
It
happens a lot. I don't know what they're for. What are they for?
No, that's really for like dental. Like I have. Like,
You can sit down. You can sit down.
No, I'm dead serious. And so like that alone is for because I have a tongue piercing, and so like I'll periodically clean it off. Like you'll see.
Right.
So you put your dental pick in the same pocket, your clean dental pick in the same pocket as your rubber tooth.
I just want to know about the pick. Bro, that's a lot. Man.
Got it.
And she had
It's
a
a lot of
backpack
meth.
behind her in the seat too.
Look at her. Watch this. Yeah. Now the police is gonna be searching your fronts. Okay, ladies? Amazing. Oh, what a mess. What a mess of a situation, bro.
Come here. Right now. Bring your hand around to the front.
71, 1046.
See, he resized it. Resized it again.
10-4. What did you just put in my seat? What did you just put in my seat?
Probably my hat falling.
Probably your hat falling.
My buzzer?
She covered the camera with her hat, bro. What a liar. What a liar. Her thoughts are set up even deeper, bro. That's crazy.
What are you doing?
I'm just trying. I'm sorry. I'm very nervous. So I can have the
Get in.
The phone.
671, 1046.
Good boy. I'll keep mine.
In the trunk, under all the clothes, right? She's got something in the back, 100%, because she keeps begging me to open the window. She's like, can you open the window? I'm hot. I got the...
When she says open the window, did she want to throw the gun out or something? That's interesting.
Cold air blasting. I'm like, no. Because whatever you have, I'm going to find.
Deputies had already searched Hardin and secured her in handcuffs, believing the situation was under control. However, while being transported, the situation escalated dramatically, turning a routine arrest into a life-threatening encounter. Despite the search, Hardin had somehow concealed a firearm in her pants and fired multiple shots at the deputy, causing the patrol vehicle to crash into a wooden post.
Zone 1, Marion Primary. Marion SO2.
6671, shots fired, shots fired.
Shot fired, station 1033.
Marion SO2. Great track 32nd Street.
That's for racetrack at 32nd for 41. 6601, advise injury.
I don't think I'm injured. I'm not sure about her. She's still in the car.
1026.
Killer, just get the cover, hold what you got. Marion, about to go 97. Where's this car parked?
My car's on the east side of the road. It's facing northbound. You should see my headlights. OPD's about to be 1012 with me.
East side of the road, facing northbound.
Mark.
If you didn't got hurt or got shot, she's lucky.
671.
Go ahead.
Where are you in relation to your vehicle?
I'm behind my vehicle to the right at a concrete barrier.
Come on. Ooh. The big boy. Big boy's here to play. You better ain't trying to play a big boy, okay?
She was kicking. She was trying to kick at the left door. Whoever's coming up, stop. Stop.
You okay, buddy?
I think so. Said I have a graze wound?
Yeah, you just have a little bit of redness on your cheek. Yeah.
Get out of here! Go! Get out! Turn around! Turn around!
Where's your car at?
Mine? Bravo 6, I have a shield if we need it.
Back there? I got you.
5558.
What's that? Yeah, I think she just grazed me in the head.
In the head, bro. He's lucky. Lucky.
5558.
Let me see you, bud.
Yeah, I got like
Man, 297.
I got a
Just north.
an inch away from being fucking dead.
LP's got plenty of enough shit down north and south.
Am I hit in the back?
Yeah, I think you got hit in the back, no?
725, myself and 5966 are eastbound on Southwest 42nd
I don't see.
Street.
No, man.
Where do you want it?
I just think we're
Can searched her.
What a lucky guy. Yeah. Ladies, you're gonna get your front search from now on. There's no escaping. And listen, officer, handcuff this bitch like they're a male, because they're no different. They're just as evil as a male. Handcuff these bitches tight. Like what?
Here's the traffic 58.
Could have lost your life, bro. Could have lost your life. That's crazy.
Is she in the back seat?
She should be in the back.
The life on earth, I'm talking. You know what I'm
Cut
saying?
spotlight.
Yeah, they said turn the spotlight off.
Okay, establishing commands on here.
Let me see your hands.
Where you need some special channels.
Hands out the window. Put them all the way out the window.
I'm in cuffs.
Put both of your hands out the window. Hey, I got sight on her right here. I can see her hands. What's on the ground? Put your fucking hands out the window. Hey, she's reaching back inside.
I'm trying. I'm in cuffs. I don't have anything.
Keep your hands out the window. Stay exactly like that.
What a mess.
Hey, both her. I can see her. She got both hands out the window. Keep your hands out the window. Hey, can she get on her knees and stick her hands out the window? Hey, can you get on your knees and stick your hands further out the window?
Okay.
Both hands out the window. I see both hands. I got eyes on both hands. Keep your hands out.
I'll get the door.
Keep your hands up. Come out. Get out of the car. Get on the ground. Out of the car. On the ground. On the ground.
Away from that gun.
On the ground. Get on the ground now. On your stomach.
It's over there. It's over there.
Attempted murder.
I threw it out the window whenever we first.
She's gonna be charged with attempted murder. Of an officer.
It's over there. It's over there.
This is the answer you get. This is the answer you get for consulting with evil.
Jensen, is that your car right there? Yes. Can you unlock it real quick? Should be unlocked here. No, I locked. Okay.
Every time, this is the answer you're gonna get. Maybe a different situation, but it's gonna be the same answer, right? Nothing good comes from it. It's ridiculous.
Let's get her like up on the actual.
You want to roll over and sit up on the curb?
And I'm gonna show you some comments. Right?
Yeah, medics. There should be 51.
There's one in the back.
I'm in ants. Do you mind if I?
No.
Sorry. I apologize. Sorry.
Yes, sir. Again.
Yes, sir.
I think she's been pat down by a guy. If you could pat her down, I'd appreciate
She's
it.
probably on meth. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I've had it 4 times.
Stand up.
Yes, sir.
She's gonna pat you down.
You're
now.
Gonna come over here right to this where this wall is.
Kind of crazy.
Spread your feet and lean forward. Lean your chest against that. Are you hurt anywhere? Are you hurt anywhere?
Yes, sir.
I'm alive. Okay, just got a graze.
I see it.
Probably shouldn't be alive, but
No,
Here we are.
no. We're fine. We're here. You see how I touched you? Okay. I just asked where you were, because I thought you were over there.
Am I
said,
good?
No, he's over here. Yeah. All right.
The deputies survived the incident, and the shooting led to additional major felony investigations. The deputy suffered a bullet graze wound near his right eye and was transported to area hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Hardin faced multiple charges, including driving while license suspended or revoked, providing false identification to law enforcement, possession of methamphetamine, possession of marijuana under 20 grams, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Authorities also pursued additional serious charges related to the shooting, including attempted homicide on a law enforcement officer. Hardin suffered shoulder and hip injuries and was transported to area hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Following the shooting incident, deputies and crime scene investigators recovered a firearm. The weapon was located near the patrol vehicle along with shell casings, a live round, and a magazine.
Now why don't you pull over right away?
Amazing, right? And I want to, the comment section is wild, right? They were also gentle and sweet to her, even after everything. I just had to point that out. What do you want them to do? What do you want them to do, right? What else do you want them to do? She's handcuffed. She's in the back of the vehicle. She's going to jail. What, they should take the law in their own hands? No, they already have her arrested. They already have the evidence and everything to put her away, probably for life, right? She's white, plus she's a woman. She has double privilege treatment. That's what this guy says. I mean, you probably can say she has some female privilege there because, like I said, the officer should have tightened her cuffs. Don't treat her differently because she's a female. And he says because she's white. There's no such thing as white privilege. It doesn't exist. That's just of evil, right? Just like the officer judge her that she's a female. That was of evil too because he's treating her differently because she's a female. They're both evil acting, right? Both evil, right? Tried to shoot the cop but was still treated gently. So these people are not understanding that. What do you want them to do, right? What do you want them to do at the end of this thing? And these people are they're here judging this female, and they're no better because in their mind they're killing her. In their mind they have hatred towards her. In their mind they're judging her. In their mind, every time they go in their mind and rely on the mind, rely on that knowledge of good and evil that Adam and Eve have given us, that you need to overcome, you're putting Christ back on the cross. So how are you any different from her? Of course, she committed the crime. She acted on the thoughts. But you're here in your thoughts judging her. What's the difference? You are no difference. So that's what I'm saying. People will sit there and they'll play God, right? They'll play God, which is the devil playing God in their mind, which is of evil, right? And they think they're better than this female. What a mess. If anything, they're showing humility. They're showing grace to her. They're showing her that there's a better way. Even they were wrong for the way they treated her in the first place, right? Didn't Jesus says God require? You can say he requires sacrifice, but of anything, he requires humility and grace, right? He requires that. Right? A black woman with low intelligence open fires at a crowd in front of several police officers who immediately returned tear fire, killing him. Oh, it's a male, not a black man with low intelligence, whatever. And this is in Oklahoma, right? So this is a different kind of story. This guy is not cuffed. He's not cuffed, right? He's not showing his hands or anything. He's just openly firing at people, right? It's a different scenario. And this is what police officers have to deal with all the time. And that's what I'm saying. People need to have some understanding, right? How to deal with cops. You need to listen to them, listen to their orders, listen to the rules that they're telling you to do, so they can feel that they're not in danger, right?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! No! 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 Stay down! Stay down! What the fuck? What the?
I swear, man. You know, I really don't know what happened here that caused the black male to open fire at someone else. Open fire on the crowd. Open fires on a crowd in front of several police officers. I don't know what caused him to fire. Maybe it could be self-defense. I don't know, right? I really don't know. But it's kind of crazy. Right. Let me show you how the Democrats... Let me show you who the Democrats truly are. That was the title of this video.
We have to abolish.
Right, that I put. Right. So this black guy, right, intelligent, he's very intelligent, and intelligent people think they're better. Intelligent people think they're smart. Intelligent people think they know what the truth is, and they're so far from the truth. It's crazy to see how far they are from the truth. College people, intelligent people, because they're relying on the intellect. And the intellect is knowledge, and it is not of God, right? I mean, you need practical ways how to do a job, right? How to do a job. And can you say this is practical way of learning about politics? I don't know. I really don't know. Let me smoke in that one. Maybe in another video I can answer it, right? But like, intelligency is a lie. There's nothing good about it, right? More than practical stuff. How to build a house, how to cook, how to change a tire. I think people that are of Christian belief, I can't even say Christian belief, because Christianity is just, it's not even better, right? Because you read the Bible and you become an intellect person and you think you know God, right? Which is kind of crazy. Well, let's hear what this guy has to say.
Abolish ICE, we have to abolish the Customs and Border Patrol in the way that they currently exist and replace them with something that actually does the work that we need for them to do, and that is effective at holding these people in this administration accountable. I'll tell you what the work is not. The work is not killing American citizens.
You said the work we
in
need
our
them to
community.
do. I'm interested in your opinion. What is the work that we need them to do?
Absolutely. One, the work is not killing American citizens.
No,
It's
what
not
is the work we need them to do?
Well, first, let's look at what they don't need to do. They don't need to go into communities like Memphis,
Do they need to
Tennessee,
deport illegal aliens?
where they're currently terrorizing
need
and
to deport
traumatizing
illegal
our
aliens?
communities. What we also need
Can
to
you
make
say
sure
it?
is that we have elected officials who
say
are
it?
creating a pathway of opportunity for people who are currently undocumented.
Do
Because
we
the truth
need
of the
a
matter
federal
is,
law enforcement agency to deport illegal aliens, yes or no?
we do need a federal law enforcement agency that deals with immigration, that doesn't kill
To deport
people.
illegal aliens,
What we
yes
do
or no?
also need is laws that make sure that people who...
Listen, I get it. You know, CNN, you're probably frustrated, angry, whatever. Right? I mean, I think the guy was asking some good questions, right? But if you're able to see, it's like, we don't need law enforcement to go out there and be killing American citizens, okay? My question to you, if these American citizens weren't putting themselves in front of ICE agents that are doing their job, would they be alive today? Simple question. Would they be alive today? Probably they would be alive. If they weren't listening to evil to go out there and try to get in the way of ICE. So ICE is doing their job, but the American people have been lied to and are being controlled by Democrats. That's what I call it. Right? Shout out to Rick for that. Right? And the evil inside of them, they have nothing else to do more than just go give their life away. Which, can you call it a life if they're already dead? And the way I'm speaking is that they were dead spiritually before they actually went and give their life away physically, right? That's what I'm saying. And if you don't die spiritually before you die physically, you're stuck. Because you're one with evil when you die, and you're going to stay in hell with evil when you die. But there's only one death. The one death is for you to die away from the evil that is inside of you so you can live. That's what Jesus came to teach us, right?
There is a single illegal alien that you would deport.
You know, this is what I want you to focus
one.
on.
Is there one?
I want you to focus on. There are a lot of people in this country and
One.
in this community, in our communities,
Is there one?
that have done so much to make them better, and we need to be prioritizing
So the
how
answer
we
is
create
no.
opportunity.
Is
and
this the
access for
Democratic
them
position
to
for
be there.
26?
The
If there are
Democratic
no
position
illegal
in
aliens that should be
26
deported?
The Democratic position in 26 is that we don't terrorize American citizens, we don't terrorize undocumented
If you were
people,
advising
and we
Democrats in
don't kill
26, would you
people
advise
like
them to
Alex
answer this
Preddy
question
and
this
Renee
way,
Good.
that you can't say there is a single illegal alien that should be deported by the federal government?
What is shocking to me is that you think you can narrow the challenges of
It's not narrow, it's broad.
immigration,
There's 20 million
that you can
here.
challenge the issues of immigration into one yes or no question, when the reality is the policies and practices
should we follow
of
the law
this
is the yes or no
administration have led to the deaths of American citizens and has not produced the results that
No
we expect.
deportations. That's
Go
the
ahead.
Democratic position.
This guy's a liar. This black guy with the afro is a liar. It leads to the death of American citizens. He's lying. Those people put their life in danger and they kill themselves. That's what happened. He's a liar. He's a liar. Meanwhile, in Canada, this is how the liberals are running the country, but they're trying to clean it up, right? To keep you voting for them, right? This is how they're running the country. Check this out. This is Canada for you. This is how the Democrat in the United States and Canada wants the public to be, right? Just let people in and we're going to find a way to give them paperwork. Even though they're criminals, they're bad, and they're not good for the country. Still not going. They're just going in, taking alcohol, okay? And just walking out. That's what's happening, right? What a mess. So, I think this is gonna be one of my. I think this. Can we take a break? Can we take a break? Let's take a break. I think this. The next videos that is coming up. I think it's gonna be one of my favorite video to react to. Actually. In this package that I have put up. But we're gonna touch on a song again. One of my. Did we play this one already?
Can't exchange the truth for.
Did we play this one? I don't remember. But we're gonna listen to this one. I don't remember.
Can't exchange the truth for a lie. These false prophets preaching to the idle mind. On the devil's playground, play around, play again. Idolize the man who would cut off his hand. On the devil's playground, play around, back at it again. Word is born yelling. Even though they wish me harm, I'm yelling. Question everything you're taught, yelling. This where the good fight is fought. On the devil's playground, the playground, don't come again. Death before designer, put that on my Prada. I'm in love with her coochie, put that on my Gucci. We on some porn star shit, but we ain't talking movies. Notorious highs, but I ain't wearing coochie. I love my side piece more than I love my wife. Archetype of mine, I'm the prototype. Fresh out of Dr. Miami, she looking hella right. With me, she a freak. With you, extradite. What would Jesus do? But I asked, what would Jesus say? She's trying to cast the first stone, but who is she to blame? I gotta be the rock of her life, like Dwayne. Adam and Eve, we still feel the pain. Jay and Dane, brotherhood like Cain and Abel. You love God, but hate your brother, that's fatal. Praying 5 times a day and going to church. Allah or Jesus, whoever answers first. On the devil's playground, play around, play again. Idolize the man who would cut off his hand. On the devil's playground, play around, back at it again.
This album is so fire.
Even though they wish me harm, I'm yelling. Question everything you're taught, yelling. This where the good fight is.
Man, say you're in the devil's playground, bro. And all of the videos that I've shown you, all of those peoples, they're in the devil's playground.
On the devil's playground, the playground, don't come again.
We're alive. Listen to the false prophets. They're out of mind. Devil's Playground, play around, back at it again. That was a song. Devil's Playground. Check it out, guys. We're not gonna play Hello Satan yet. Not yet. So, a guy was asked, what's your saddest realization, right? And his response is, I won't say it. Oh, was this the post first? This is the post, actually. This is the post, right? Let's see if you guys can see the post. A guy was asked, what's your saddest realization? He said, a man's first flowers is given in his funerals. Wouldn't be at his funeral, but whatever. His words struck a chord in my heart, and I made a vow never to go a day without appreciating my husband for his love. What is that? What does that love look like? What does that love look like? Protection, teachings, and sacrifice. Right. So she's saying his love is protection, teaching, and sacrifice. Would that be considered love? Maybe I have to think about that one. He will always get his flowers. Not just my husband, but my father-in-law, my dad, my brothers. Every man in my life must get their flowers in gifts and in unshamed appreciations. Celebrate the men who have shaped you and contribute to your life growth. Don't wait until they are dead before you give them their flowers. The pain is a lifetime regret. Right? The blessed girl. Right? So this is her rant about flowers and giving it to male while they're alive and appreciating them for their protection, teachings, and sacrifice. So she's saying that is love. Is that love, or is that as a male, that is your responsibility when you have a family to do those things? So she's calling protection, teachings, and sacrifice love, right? Those are just responsibility from what I've now been able to see, right? Because that's not love, right? That is not love. Love is so much different from what was just said, right? So I guess this is the video, right? I'm gonna show you beta males. These are beta males. These are beta males that worship females, and they're looking for worship from women. To be honest, these are males that want to be worshipped by women, right? Because the woman is your god. She's your god. And is it worship when I look at it that way? You want her to worship you. You want her to feel important. You want her to feel like God. Just like a woman wants to be worshipped. They want to feel like God. So men want to be worshipped and women want to be worshipped. You're not even worshiping. You're not worshiping the Creator at this point, right? You're worshiping the creation, right?
What's your saddest realization?
Wait, why is it like that? Hold on.
What's your saddest realization?
A man's first flowers are on his funeral. When my time comes around, let me gently in the cold darker.
And all the females, his sad face, all of them, okay, they're judging him and they're feeling bad for him, right? And that's all it is. They feel bad. They feel bad because they can't help but judge, right? And the male is a beta male because he's looking to be worshipped. He thinks he's God, right? There's no love in him. There's no love in the females either, right? Because he's not realizing that the best gift was already given to you. The best gift has already been given to you. So what does it matter that a female is not giving you roses to make you feel good so she can control you? You like to be controlled. You love your misery, right? Which is so interesting, right? He's a beta male. And any male that thinks like him, they're lost. They're lost because you have one of the greatest gifts of all. And Jesus gave that gift to you, but you're worrying about worldly gift and feelings that will vanish away, that will never last. And you got the greatest gift from Jesus, which was given to him by God to give to you. The best gift that you never receive, but you don't want it. You rather get worldly things from females. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And you're wrong because you're judging them, saying women don't give man gift, right? You're wrong for doing that. You're so wrong for judging them. They don't know any better. And you're looking for love from females. Women don't have love to give. They don't have love. But yet the Father has the best love ever, and you don't want it. That is just mind-blowing to me, right? That is actually mind-blowing. Ridiculous. I guess we're almost done with the stream. I think it's gonna be a 3-hour stream. Fast as lightning. Let's do one of Pinocchio's helicopter songs, okay? I actually like this one. I love this one. We're not gonna do all of it, but shout out to Club Bops, man. Hey. Shout out to Pinocchio's helicopter. What the? Hey, hey. Kung Fu fighting. Whoa.
Christopher Kelly, striking like white lightning. Take a fan forever, delivering with perfect precision. Being money crushing foes without sweating. They were chopping them up, they were chopping them down. It's an ancient Chinese art, and everybody knew their part. Led by Kung Fu Master Jesse Lee Peterson.
Shout out to Jesse, bro.
With the Holy Spirit helping them to always win. Those alpha males are fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they fought with white people timing. There was two men called Earl and T. They were looking for trouble, yes sirree. They said, here come the baddest boys in town. You wanna fight? Let's get it on. Christopher Kelly, take a fan forever. And Beer Money took a bow and made a stand. Started going full crouching tiger, hidden dragon. Their strikes and blows are like iron. Earl and T did not see it coming. Oh, those two fools were no match for the might and skill of Kung Fu trio. Now they're knocked out as cold as ice. They were Kung Fu fighting. Those alpha males were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they fought with white people timing.
What an amazing song. Oh Lord. Sometime you gotta let the anime explain it for you. Keep keep on fighting strong. Fighting. Little bit frightened. I don't know if this is a skit. Don't know. But I can agree that this post is accurate. It's so accurate, right?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You look very pretty.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie. Is that your brother?
That's my boyfriend.
Oh! I just thought you looked cute. I'm not gonna lie. Like, my bad. Feel me? I can still get your number.
You're not gonna say nothing? You don't care? Like, he's talking to me, you're not gonna say nothing?
Amazing. I like this guy. Maybe he got mad at after, but I don't know. But I like the reaction, right? I like what's happening.
I care. He's asking for my number and you're not saying it. You're
What do
supposed
you
to say
want her to do?
something.
I'm supposed to say something like that?
You're the man.
What if I wasn't? Okay.
You can get my number. Don't.
Like, you're the man. She's trying to control him, saying, I need you to tell me what to do. But what happened when the man is not around? What are you going to do? You can't be there 24/7 to protect you, right? You need to be a woman. But you're not even a woman. It's a female. And I don't know if it's a skit, right?
Okay.
Don't worry about him.
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta let anime explain the situation for you.
It's not like she's my property.
But I am your girlfriend, right, Baki?
Yes, of course. Absolutely. But that's only a promise between the two of us. It doesn't really involve anyone else. I just mean anyone is free to like you. And you can become their lover if you want.
Amazing.
Kozue, you decide who the best man is. And if you don't think that it's me, well then, you're free to go.
Amazing. Amazing explanation, right? Listen, if you're going to judge me and you think I'm weak and I'm not the one for you, go ahead. Bye, Felicia. Bye. I don't care. What the? You're not my god. So, this guy, I think this guy's looking for trouble, right? But let me know what you guys think. I think this guy's just out here looking for trouble, right? Girl calls her dad to press lemon for shaming her, right? Does he have the right? Does he have the right to shame her? Let's see.
Meet up with you.
Put on some clothes. Well, obviously you don't have respect for yourself, so why would I respect you? What is that? That's like a bandeau bra, but you're wearing. That's a band. Put on some pants or something. No one wants to see that.
Why do you call my daughter a whore?
I said she's not dressed appropriately.
Let me film you.
You're the dad?
Yeah, I'm the dad.
She's not dressed appropriately.
That's not your fucking problem. What the fuck?
Is it his problem? No. I don't think it's his problem, okay? She can dress however she wants, but I do think he has the right or the freedom of speech to say, listen, you're dressed like a slut, right? And that's about it. Right? You don't agree with her, but she can dress however she wants, right?
Hey, yeah, it's your problem.
What the fuck is your problem?
It's your problem.
You're a fucking idiot. What would you call
I'm an idiot? I'm not letting my daughter dress like this.
But she's not your daughter, and that's okay. That's what I'm saying. He's out here looking for trouble, right?
Because she's dressed inappropriately.
Your daughter's gonna be a fucking whore.
No.
Fuck everybody.
No, because I'm not like you. My daughter would be dressed appropriately.
Who do you think you are?
I think my daughter would be dressed appropriately.
What makes you better than me?
Nothing.
What makes you better than me? Okay. I mean, he's asking some good questions here. I can't lie. He's like, what makes you better than me? You're judging my daughter, right? You're judging my daughter. Is he judging? I don't know.
So what makes me?
Get a job.
Are you gonna let me speak?
Get a real job.
This is like a woman. You're like a woman.
What are you saying? You piece of shit. What the fuck are you saying?
Yo.
I don't hide.
Back up. Back up.
No, buddy.
Listen,
back up.
I said back up.
Back up.
You're not gonna do anything. If you want me to respect your daughter, have her respect herself. It's pretty easy.
I mean, listen. This is very complicated. I don't even know what to say about it, right? Because he said, did he felt disrespected? The father felt disrespected because his daughter is dressed like a slut? Probably. But does he have the right to tell this guy's daughter how to dress? No. But he can say, listen, I don't like how you're dressed. And that's fine. But for him to trying to impose himself onto the male, with the girl's dad, and onto the female here, it's wrong, right? And he has camera and views, so I don't know if he's doing it for views or for clickbait or to get attention, right? That's why I'm saying he's out here looking for trouble, and trouble may find him, because yeah, it might be the way he's going about doing it, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I really don't know. But let me know what you guys think. It's ridiculous though. Maybe the dad felt disrespect now, and he felt disrespect. Right? It's like, and the dad is saying, "What makes you better than me? What makes you better?" Right? Was he judging her? I think he's probably judging her because the daughter doesn't know any better, right? And you as the male need to know better. And as a dad, you need to know better, but does the dad even know better? Two devils fighting. I'm gonna leave it at that. Whatever. Right? Miami male, they say man, but I'm saying male, says he regrets voting for Trump after his illegal immigrant criminal girlfriend with a 17-year-old deportation order was detained by ICE. And this is Wayne, a Guitar World owner, needs help with immigration authority and detention facility costs. Right? So this is Wayne and his girlfriend. And I think there's a video on it, right? Can I get this to be big?
Please get her home. Please, she does not deserve this.
But
she's the sweetest person and she prayed for you.
A desperate plea to President Trump from a South Florida man fearing his life partner could be deported to Cuba at any moment. He reached out to our Christian De La Rosa to share his story and his remorse.
It's been 8 months. I didn't know a man could cry this much. I did not think that this would happen.
Wayne DeMario has been working overtime at a Southwest Miami-Dade guitar shop, trying to distract himself from his pain and regret.
I hate to see her going through this. She's my best friend.
His life partner of nearly
this woman is this guy's god? What the
20 years, Yamile Alcantu, originally from Cuba. ICE detained her back in June.
8 months that she's been taken.
This guy's a made man, bro.
I call it kidnapped because it basically is.
He says,
so can we call her a criminal since she entered the country illegally, according to reports?
It happened during what they thought was just another immigration check-in.
They grabbed her, put her in shackles and chains.
She'd been checking in annually, as so many do, hoping to fix her status. She lost her legal residency and got a deportation order back in 2008 after a traffic stop.
They go through her purse, and then they dump the purse out, and 3 Xanax pills fall out.
But in those years, he says, they didn't think much of it.
Cuban's not going to get deported, so don't worry about it.
Today, DHS has her listed among the worst of the worst, a criminal arrested for dangerous drugs in possession. Wayne feels it's a slap in the face.
I didn't vote for this, but I definitely voted Republican.
He says both were staunch supporters of President Trump.
When you said I didn't vote for this, what did you think you had voted for?
I really thought this was just going to be something organized, but it's obviously not. They just blanket everybody.
Alcantu calling from her detention facility in Louisiana. She says in her 8 months detained, she has not seen an immigration judge. She stresses she's not a criminal, and her biggest fear, being deported, especially to Cuba.
There are going to be people out there who hear your story, hear other stories like this, and say, well, you voted for this.
Yeah, I've heard that from people.
What do you
and
tell
they said,
those people?
I'm sorry. I didn't know that this was going to happen. This is about human beings. It's not about left or right. It's about right and wrong.
Alcantu's record does have other violations on it, misdemeanors like petty theft dating back to the early 2000s. Wayne DeMario says he has spent his entire life savings
on legal fees trying to get her back home. His friends have a fundraiser underway if you'd like to get involved. The link is under this story on our website, local10.com. Reporting in Miramar, I'm Christian De La Rosa, Local 10.
Heartbreaking story. Thanks a lot there, Christian.
Listen, do I feel sorry for this guy? Not one bit. Right? So he voted for Trump, feels the pain of partners, ICE detention. So she lost her status card or whatever. I don't know the full story because it seemed like the headline was misleading or something. I don't know, right? But they're gonna be like, "Oh, you voted for this." Listen, did you vote for your own selfish reasons, or did you vote for the country beneficial reason? People out here, I think they vote for their own selfish reasons, right? And that's why when the policies start affecting them, they're complaining, right? But you need to vote what's best for the country. Illegals should be said, "Oh man, that's just what it is." You can say you voted for this or whatever, but that's the case. They crossed the border. They were wrong, and now they crossed the border. So if you get sent back home, why are you crying, right? High school kids, FAFO, I don't know what that means. After attacking officers during ICE protests, right? So apparently, wait, what? High school, oh, it's the wrong clip. This is a Latino guy. Exclusive arrest. Woman shot deputy with gun. Oh, okay, we already covered that. Okay, so wrong video. Let me pull it up on my Instagram real quick. The kid, where's the kid? Yeah, this is the kid. Let's bring this over here for a little bit. So this is the kid. So allegedly, according to this Instagram post, right? High school kids. I don't know what that means, FAFO. After attacking officers during anti-protests, right?
What happened?
A brawl happened. My friend Willow was fighting back.
Do you want to be on this? It's on.
Yes, it's totally fine.
Okay,
Don't be on the wrong side of history, please. Listen to what we are
You need to be in school learning, your protests against ICE.
saying instead of fighting back. Some cops started grabbing the kids, and then my friend Willow said, "Hey, get off of them."
Where are their parents, bro? Their parents have no love for these kids, bro.
And then they pushed her, so she hit him, and then they started beating her up. And
She
they
hit a
arrested
cop?
her. Yeah, but they were hitting other kids.
But so somebody hit a cop?
Yeah, I wanted this to be
Well,
peaceful.
who hit the cop?
My friend. More than one cop.
What's her name?
A lot of people were getting hit.
But what's her name?
Willow Woodruff.
And she hit a police officer?
Yeah.
And what happened? Is she the one bleeding?
She's bleeding.
So what happened?
Because the old guy punched her back. He hit a kid.
So who hit who first?
The cops, I believe. The cops were grabbing kids and they were defending themselves.
So they were trying to get you out of the situation?
Yeah.
Like
For some reason, they just all pulled up and started hitting us. Or not hitting us, but grabbing us.
So the cops were trying to get you guys out of a situation and then it escalated?
And a brawl happened.
Okay.
My friend Willow.
All right, well, bye, guys. Do you want to be on this?
Yes.
Okay, so-
Don't be on the wrong side of history, please. Listen to what we are saying instead of some.
Wait, why is it playing double every time?
This has a You flag her down on the cop.
Come on.
No, he's fucking hurt. child. What do you mean, hold on?
She hit a police officer.
That don't give him a right to hit her, though. It don't matter what she do.
Well, you're not supposed. You can't hit the police. It's like
He can't then hit her.
it's called restraining. Like let's just.
For some reason, they just all pulled up and started.
The kids.
What an idiot.
The kids have a right to protest, but like hitting the
Old
officer.
man hit a child, and because she hit a cop. Well, who the hell is he to hit a child anyway? Let the cop deal with that. They put him in the back.
They need the backup didn't respond yet. It's not the police's fault. You don't hit a law enforcement officer and expect this to happen.
A random citizen does not hit a child for hitting a police officer. But they can restrain without. You have blood on your. A grown ass man hit a female child because the female child hit a cop.
Female child.
Doesn't give anybody as a citizen a right to put their hands on him or on her.
No, where are you
You have a right to know where are you taking our youth? Where are you taking our youth?
The kids have a right.
Which one? The one here or
What happens when you attack the cops? Huh? You see that?
No, what happened?
She hit a police officer. Now she's getting arrested.
Because the parents don't love their children, the children of today have to suffer for tomorrow. The parents don't love their kids. They have no love for their kids. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Exclusive arrest, women judge, deputy, da da da.
And only Channel 9 has obtained video.
Already did that. Seems like we cover all the stories. Only, should we leave this for last? Let me see. Maybe we'll leave this for last because it kind of tied in, right? It kind of tied in where you had this Latino guy. You got this Latino guy. He said his feelings are hurt, right? And this is a victim. And a victim is a dangerous person. Right? This is a victim, right? Latino man says he left his job crying because someone made a joke about calling ICE and his coworker. Why is it so? Let's say you're at work and someone made a joke about ICE. Why would you leave if you have your proper documents and you're here legally? Why would you have to leave and cry and feel bad, right? What's happening?
I had to leave work. I got to work and I literally had to leave. We were in a meeting because we do like a daily meeting in the morning, and somebody was making jokes about ICE, calling ICE on people that we work with that are Latino, and everybody thought it was funny. I'm the only Latino in the meeting. Bro, that shit feels so fucking bad.
Bitch, why am I driving home bawling my eyes? Bitch, my feelings are hurt. What the fuck? No, but for real, like, what is it, guys? Like, why do you guys hate us so much? Dead ass, like, on a real topic, why do you guys hate us so much? Just curious.
I literally had to leave work. I got to work.
What am I watching, bro?
I made it home, besties. Oh my god. I made it home.
So this is a guy, a male that is in touch with his feminine side, right? nothing but evil is in this guy, because he feels like a victim, and a victim will snap because they judge, right? That's what a victim do. They judge, and for you to feel some type of way, you have to judge. You have to counsel with the mind, which gives you the thought, and then the feeling comes, right? Judgment. And he's in touch with his feeling. He's a female. This guy is a female, right? He may be in a male body, but he acts like a female, right? And he's lost in his mind. He's lost in his feelings, which he needs to overcome, right? Because it's dangerous to be lost in your feelings, right? And then a great way to end off the show, because guess what? We have The Rock. The Rock, this is another lost male. He's lost. He's in the darkness too, just like the Latino guy that I just showed you. They're all in the darkness, looking for answers, getting emotional, and they're like, oh, we need to regulate our emotions, right? It's like Dwayne Johnson speaks on a black man becoming vulnerable. Did I put something up here? No. But this is what he has to say, right? I want to show you a beta male. He makes money, famous, and all of that. And he's still a beta male. Making money and having a family doesn't make you a man. It makes you responsible. Somewhat responsible, right? But he's not a male. He's still lost, right? Watch this.
Your father's generation didn't really show weakness during his time. What do you want men to know about emotional expression?
I want men of color to know, all men. But I grew up, my dad was a very proud black man he was kicked out of his house at 13 and he was homeless. But that's his capacity to love. So he raised me with that very limited capacity. My advice.
What?
And I know it's not easy, but talking and being vulnerable and being open about the things that are hurting you, the things that concern you, that's a superpower. And that is the thing you realize that people respond to. I have a handful of text chains where it's just dudes. It's open, it's safe, they're vulnerable, and these are men who are really well known. I won't name them, and it's beautiful.
Said your father's generation.
Wait, he said something interesting.
Didn't really show weakness during his time. What do you want men to know about emotional expression?
I want men of color to know, all men. But I grew up, my dad was a very proud black man he was kicked out of his house at 13 and he was homeless.
So he was kicked out of his house at 13 and he was homeless, right? He was homeless.
That's his capacity to love.
That's his capacity to love. I don't even know what he meant by that, right? So because of that, he can't love. Is that what he's saying? I don't know.
Raised me with that very limited capacity.
You raise him with that limited capacity to love.
My advice, and I know it's not easy, but
sounds like a real man to me.
Talking and being vulnerable and being open about the things that are hurting you, the things that concern you.
And The Rock, what are you gonna do about it when he open up about you and the things that are hurting him? What are you gonna do about it? Oh yeah, feel good for him and try to compassionate and have compassionate for his feelings and judge him. Like, what are you gonna do about it, buddy? You can't do nothing about it. Nothing. Sway, you don't got the answer, Sway. You don't got it. Okay? You don't got the answer, Sway. So stop talking, Sway.
That's a superpower.
Yeah. And he says that's a superpower to open up and tell other people your problems, so they can judge you and empathize with you, and then go tell other people your business, right? Because people don't keep secrets. They don't keep it because they like to laugh about people's problem and judge them. And that's a female. This guy's a female.
And that is the thing you realize that people respond to. I have a handful of text chains where it's just dudes. It's open, it's safe, they're vulnerable, and these are men who are really well known. I won't name them, and it's beautiful.
Dwayne Barack Johnson. He's lost. He's a lost male. I guess, you know, he's trying to find his way, but for him to find his way, he has to suffer and die. Like I did. Like anyone else that's working on themselves have to do. You have to suffer and die. God allows it. So why am I gonna try to feel your compassion and all of that? No. I can point the way, but it's up to you to figure it out, right? It's up to you to look within. The teacher is within. He said, bring all your problems, everything to him. His yoke is easy. But guess what? You wanna take your problems to other males, right? That are gonna do nothing about it. You're gonna talk about it, and the evil loves company. Misery loves company. You're gonna go talk about it, and nothing is being done about it, right? Because when you go home at night, you still cry at night. You cry at night, Dwayne Johnson. You cry at night. Ain't your last name The Rock? Are you gonna let Christ build a rock up on you? Or it's just a last name? It really means nothing then, right? He's a beta male. Whatever, right? And that's it. That's the stream, man. Thanks for sticking around. 3 hours, 11 minutes, and 29 seconds. Well, it's at 23, but whatever, you know. Shout out to Pinocchio's Helicopter. Shout out to Hassan, man, for allowing us to play his music and Pinocchio's Helicopter. I will drop the link for their channel, for their album, for Hassan album, and for Pinocchio's new single that just dropped. It will be in the description, right? And we're gonna out it with this song. We're gonna out it with this one, right?
Satan is your daddy. Satan is your daddy.
Ella said, I believe it's time.
Walking side by side. Me and the devil. Walking side by side. Early morning.
It's a spiritual battle, they hide in the shadow, scared of the light, children of lies, hate in their eyes, robbing our souls, this is a heist. They hate on the man cause they hate on the Christ. These are agendas they put in plain sight, right? Doubt every thought, stay in the present, the devil can't be in his presence.
Peace, people. We'll see you in the next one, if the Lord is willing and the creek don't rise. Bye.
From the lessons, devil pulls you in the past. Depression while he just sit back and he laugh. Or the future where that ain't no better. Promising things, anxiety rings. 40 days in the desert, seeing things from the pressure. Lucy's a hell of a tester. Wash the blood, Holy Spirit is better. I write you this letter.